like space on the word.
Just FYI, I'm going live
Midwest
because it's 8
weather's
o'clock.
really weird.
I've heard about this Midwest stuff.
Like it's it's just all over the place, man. Like it'll be like okay, it's like super sunny today, and then it's like snowing like the next day.
I just went live. I don't know if that was the weird tone I heard. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you at all.
Through the phone, you can't hear me? Oh, this is great. There we go. Now I can.
Like 20 seconds ago.
Okay, but you can't hear me through Discord?
I can now.
Okay.
A minute ago.
That's weird. All right, so the stream is live, and on the stream tonight, I'm joined by Jacob Foster, who's been a steady supporter of the streams. He's been on basically every single one except for the one that I screwed up. So welcome, Jacob.
Hello.
Hopefully they can hear you. I guess you can listen to yourself in 10-second delay and let me know if you're coming up on the mic.
Alright, I will.
All right. So you're saying we were chatting just before the stream started. So you're originally from Illinois, but you're in Texas now?
Hold on.
Oh, that's really distracting.
That's good now.
You can hear yourself? Sort of, kind of, maybe?
Yeah, like a little bit. It's fine. I'll just talk loud or something.
Okay. I think I've got you. Oh, Adam can hear us both. Hey, Adam, welcome to the stream.
Alright, cool. What's up, Adam? Okay. So now that I got you on stream, I want to send you a picture of what I'm working on.
But how are you going to do that? On Discord?
I can send it through Discord.
Oh, then I got to get my Discord up.
Oh, just do it on your phone. Just look at your phone.
You say that like it's not on a weird angle right beside my head. Okay, we'll figure this out. I wanted to get the audio right, so I like put the mic to my face. Okay, I got it. Wait, I got it. Okay, so I leave the call open, and then okay, yeah, send it to me. Hook me up.
You should be able to just like look at it, like the messages. There should be like a message button.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, when you send it, you mean in the call?
Yeah.
Okay, because
yeah, I'll send it in a second.
All right. Is this your Krootober thing? Krootoberfest? Because I was gonna ask you what you're doing for Krootoberfest.
Yeah. Yep. So the idea, I'll just set the whole thing up. But like, it started off as a joke.
Is it a 3+ armor save? Because I hate it already.
Yes.
You jerk! The worst joke.
Well, so like it was like I don't know, it was like after the last stream, and it was like 12 at night.
Yeah.
And then like I woke up. I didn't. I was like about to go to bed or something, and then I was like, I have to do this.
Is this one of those stories where you wake up in a sweat with an idea?
Yes.
I like those kinds of stories.
So I just woke up, had to do this, and then spent like an hour and a half, like just tearing through my bits boxes.
When you should have been sleeping?
Yeah, exactly. Because I probably had to work the next day, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So let's see this arm.
Did you send the pic yet? I don't see it.
Becoming like a bunch of models, which I'll explain when I show it to you in a second.
Sure.
But like the first one was just like, all right, let's make a Space Marine, which is looking pretty funky right now. I'm not gonna lie.
A Space Marine or a Kroot Space Marine?
A Kroot Space Marine.
Oh god, I hate it already.
But I was like, okay, let's. What just happened? Okay, but I was like, oh, Kajan says hi.
Hi, Kajan. Welcome. Glad you could join.
But I was like, okay, let's just make like a Krooted up Space Marine where it actually looks like if a Kroot like just like stole a bunch of Space Marine armor or something.
Okay, it could be good. Wait, were you the troll who just like put a Kroot head on a Space Marine body and called it done one time? Someone did that in our.
No, that was not me.
Okay, good.
Because you said that like this, I would instantly disqualify this, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, we got Satyanamir in the chat. Hey, Satyanamir, welcome.
Sati?
I don't think I've seen Sati before.
That's not working. I'm like trying to black tack everything real quick because like half of it's like pre-assembled.
Black tack, is that like the edgy version of blue tack?
So it said like I was on some like random miniature site buying like tiny chain, and they also had like really tiny wires.
Yeah.
Oh shit. They're like, also get your black tack, which is like blue tack. It said like it's industrial grade blue tack, and it's super super strong, and like it ruins my mini sometimes, but it's fine.
Oh wow! So you endorse it? It's good.
Um, it leaves a residue, so I don't know if blue tack does that.
Oh, blue tack. I think you can get most of the residue off if you just like keep poking it on there.
Yeah, so it's a bit difficult. So I don't know like what the difference is because I never used blue tack.
Oh, you guys don't have it?
No, I just haven't used it.
Okay.
Like, I haven't picked any up.
Gotcha.
I haven't like seen it in the store or anything. Like I haven't like really looked for it.
Oh, I see that Kajan's calling me out on working on Smurfs. I'm not actually working on Smurfs, Kajan. I'm working
Yeah, I was
on.
wondering what's up with that.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I should mention this because y'all are here, so like you're the true believers. I wasn't gonna post it on. Hold on a sec. I wasn't gonna post it on like Instagram or Twitter yet, like the explanation. But you can see here, I've been working on a Space Marine, and what the hell? I don't work on Space Marines. Why would I ever work on a Space Marine? So
Exactly.
I'm doing this for the Angel. Is it Angels of Purification thing?
I don't know.
Have you heard of this?
No.
So this is like a fan-made army thing reaction to all the assholes who are like female Space Marines.
That sounds awesome already.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they have like this group thing where like I don't know. I'm not doing it officially. I just saw it and I was like, hey, that sounds cool. I could do that. Because I got like a box full of I got a Dark Imperium box that I've never really done anything with. So I've got a this is not how it's gonna sit, but I've got like a badass statuesque miniatures. Whoa, jeez, screaming lady head that I'm gonna stick in.
Someone will be in here screaming. Maybe I doubt it. Not in this group, but.
Well, did you see the comments that dude left on?
Yes, I did. There's new ones yesterday, right?
Yeah, Alfarius something or other. I don't know. What a dickbag. So I took a Space Marine helmet and I like hollowed out the Marine part of it. So I'm gonna like put her in there. So she's got like the Marine collar. And then I'm gonna stick her on the Marine body. I guess this is weird for you because you're hearing me say it, but you're not actually seeing it. So yeah, she's gonna be a screaming Space Marine lady, and like I got some Space Marines, and I figure I can paint it up pretty quick with an airbrush and some contrast paint.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And
maybe like more lady bits because I have some good like alternative ranges.
Other heads?
Yeah, like heads, arms, weapons. I can print some stuff too.
Because I don't have like that many lady bits. All my lady bits are Dark Eldar bits, which I tried and they don't really fit.
Okay, after this this stream, like I'll send you something and just like look through the range and tell me.
Sure.
I can like print it all.
I might be okay because like I just want to kind of get it done quick. And I've got the statuesque head, so I should just use it. And I like that it's screaming. But the thing I'm pretty happy about with it is that I modified the bolter. This is something that I did when I got my first Primaris Space Marine back in the day. I took off the like big chunky bolter barrel, and because like these things are way bigger than they should be in real life, I took the bolter barrel, stuck it under here as if it's like a grenade launcher, and then this is supposed to be like the grenade clip shoved in the side for that bottom part, and then this up here is supposed to be the bolter, well, whatever, rifle barrel, because that's probably what a rifle barrel should look like if it was actual size.
That's pretty dead on.
So I don't know. We got to ask Adam. Is Adam still here? Because Adam will be the final arbiter of this because he's from between the bolter and me, and they're all about making guns look more reasonable.
I mean, the barrel looks right, but if you're really gonna get into like accurate stuff, because that does look kind of like an underslung grenade launcher or like a
that's the hope
underslung shotgun or something.
Yeah,
but it's still like a very large weapon. Kajan is saying he hasn't heard about people having issues with female Space Marines.
Are you serious?
If on the right social medias, he wouldn't see it.
Kajan, you're so pure that you have never heard about people being angry about female Space Marines. So, lower the main barrel. Yeah, Adam, that's a good call. I could lower the main barrel, but realistically, I know me, and I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. I just think that as soon as I cut that thing off, I'm going to cut it the wrong angle, and it's going to be a real pain to get it on. But you think the bore is okay, Adam? It's not too small? Oh, the diameter is good. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. What? David...
I'll just call it like
What? Did you get your pictures?
No, I was setting it all up, but I'm just calling it. I'm just gonna take a picture like this.
All right. So yeah, this is supposed to be for the Angels of. Is it called Angels of Purification? I can't remember. It's like a group project. So I'll do it up, and then I'll paint it up in the colors, and then if they want it, they can have it. I think the idea is that you're supposed to put all the Lady Marines that everyone's making together into some kind of army and raffle it off. But the last time I did that for the Rainbow Warriors, I don't know that it ever really got raffled off or anything. But whatever. So yeah, this is mostly just like stock bolter stuff. For the stock on the gun. Actually, this is intercessor stuff plus shitty old Space Marine Scouts. So we've got the sight from the shitty old Space Marine. Oh shit! Hold on. We got the sight from the old Space Marine Scouts. We've got the kind of like crossguard of the blade from their swords. I use that as a stock there, and then and then the mag for the grenades is the mag off of a bolt pistol. So that's why I'm working on Marines. It won't become normal. Don't worry.
It's pretty dope.
Thanks.
Namio Sachiko.
Namo Isachiko.
Namoi Sachiko says, Mr. Pink, your friend Satya has joined the chat. He has started painting.
Wait, is
and
this...
Kajan says that he doesn't do social media. Good night, David. Best of luck with the job. And David says, also need to paint my purple Kroot, so we'll listen back tomorrow while painting. Oh, and I missed one. David says he can't stop to say hi. His new job, he just got a new job, so he needs to sleep.
Oh, David, good. Congratulations on your new job. I'm really happy to hear that you got the job at Climax Erections or whatever. Is that what it's called? The building company that you're working at now? And thanks for joining the chat briefly.
That doesn't sound like a real company.
Were you here when he talked about that?
No, I don't. I must have missed it.
No, it's called. What is it called? It's called Climax Construction or something like that. Okay. And their tagline is
much better.
Their tagline is a satisfying erection every time, because they're in the UK, right? So an erection is like building something. Oh, and now I know who Satya is. I think Satya might be a friend of my wife's who she told I did Warhammer. And he was like, yo, Warhammer, I've always been interested in Warhammer. We should play Warhammer sometime. And we had a game with him and another friend of hers who was also into Warhammer. And it was really awesome. So if that's Satya, that's amazing. If he's actually painting now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, welcome, Satya, if you're here. If that's the same Satya. Do you have a picture of your thing yet, Jacob?
Yep, I just sent it to you.
Okay, well, it didn't come up in...
So, the idea I ended up gravitating towards after Space Marine Kroot was INQ-28 style warband.
Ooh! I think you're the first person I've ever heard call it INQ.
Oh, yeah, because I'd never heard anybody call it INQ-28 until...
Oh, really?
Way after I had heard of it. You guys were, talking about it on stream and stuff. So I just assumed it was how it was spelled, not how it was pronounced.
Okay, and so I'm looking at...
I can't kick that.
I'm looking at these dudes right now, and you're... Oh, can I do this? Wait, I can do this. We have the technology. Let's get everyone in on this.
Space Marine's chonky. Kind of went funny, but I just said whatever, and I'm gonna roll with it.
Hold on. Let's. How do we make this work?
His hips don't lie.
So we got... I think you can kind of see this. We got Chonky Space Marine in the back. Oh, there we go. I like that you used the Goliath bolter gun thing. He's looking super chonky back there. And then I really like this Necron leg that you used on the Kroot. That Necron leg works perfectly.
There is so...
What?
That works. This works.
It's janky? You think it's a little janky?
I'm gonna teach you how to use OBS after this.
Does this hurt you, Jacob?
I'm gonna walk you through this whole program.
Yeah, before we started the stream today, I'm like, okay, Jacob, let's do this. I'm just gonna have you on my phone. He's like, no, man, I can set you up with a headset, 2 audio channels on OBS. And I'm like, no, we're just gonna do it janky style. So then we got, what's this guy over here? Is he an Inquisitor Kroot? The gold guy?
The robot guy is eventually gonna be a tech priest. I just need to sculpt the robes and stuff.
Wait, which guy? The robot guy or the gold guy? The guy that you made.
The guy with the robot leg is gonna be a tech priest. That guy is gonna be a chaplain, with like a bunch of Kroot hound-headed, like flagellant, like Kroot beasts, like Kroot that devolved like too much, and now they're like cyber flagellants. That's gonna be led by that guy.
That guy looks awesome. The cyber flagellant. I love that you have like the. Is that Felix's head but made small?
Yep.
Oh man.
I printed like 1 billion of them because I wasn't sure what the right size was.
Yeah.
So I have just like these really, really, really tiny ones that are just like way too small to do anything with, but they're like adorable.
Okay.
So I want like a little Kroot puppy.
That is good. My only concern is that dude in the back's got way too many fingers, man. Although it looks like you started cutting them.
Yeah, they all need sculpted. Like I haven't done very much green stuff on them yet. Yeah. I gotta like fix all the fingers.
Awesome.
They'll have like 5 fingers.
So this is what you got up at midnight to do?
No, just that one Space Marine. It's like 3 different kits of Space Marines.
He's pretty cool. Like I think he works. Like, yeah. If he's like a Krootox dude, because he's thick, that would work. I'm on.
So I'm just gonna do like a diorama because I guess that's what I really like doing. So
nice.
It's not gonna be done for Krootober though.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not gonna be done for Krootober because we're talking about this. I should be working on this Krootox. I saw your comment. That's actually him? Cool. I already did. Are you not watching the live stream? Come on, buddy. Don't come in here and tell me how to live stream. Oh, geez, what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to get back to the call. Thanks for sending that through, man.
No problem.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
So the other comment is Mr. Pink getting people hooked on plastic crack.
That's what we got to do.
Because of your friends.
Oh, David Hills said, see, it is a real place. He said, no, I didn't join there. Send him the pic. It's so unbelievable. Yeah, so David said that on a stream that there's this company near where he lives called Climax Erections or something like that. And I was like, that's garbage. Show me a picture. So he sent me a picture and legit, it's the back of a truck. And it's like Climax Construction, a satisfying erection every time.
And Kajan says that he's too slow for Krootober as well.
Oh, Kajan, you can do it. Just keep doing it. Go into Krootvember.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do.
Hey, man, that's where my Kroot started. They started in Kitbashember, so I'm down with that. Okay, so I'm going to maybe sculpt something.
All right, go for it.
Before we started the stream, I was actually feeling like really uninspired by this guy, and I was like, I should take out some other weird Kroot thing and work on it, but I should really just keep plugging along. So because I'm uninspired, I'm going to do something easy and do a spinal column on a spear and maybe some like bindings.
That'd be pretty cool.
We'll see. And I've got my brand new setup here with my racks that I made inspired by Vince Venturella. Wait, is that his name? Did I get it wrong? Anyway, I got these weird wooden block things that I think are supposed to hold some kind of drill bits, and I got them in a box, and they're the perfect thing to hold all my tools, so I'm really excited about that. So here's hoping I can actually find the tools I need. Oh wait, I need a beer, in case Forest Sprite shows up. I'll be right back.
I should probably get one too.
Good plan. Although, do you remember, are you back? Or are you off getting a beer?
No, like, if I really need to, I can just, like, roll my chair over. I'm living in very compact quarters.
Gotcha.
Situations.
I was going to say that, I think it was in the Kroot Discord, where we were like, oh yeah, what are we going to be drinking? And I was like, it's okay if you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink. And I was trying to be all, and then here I am. Here I am on every stream being like, this stream is brought to you by Innocent Gun, frankincense, golden ale matured over gold, frankincense, and myrrh, limited edition.
That sounds. I don't drink beer, but that sounds pretty good. Like I probably wouldn't like it, but it sounds nice, like on paper.
That's good. It's a fancy Scottish beer. I bought it ironically because when I started drinking, it came in a box, and I'm like, what kind of beer comes in its own box? That's ridiculous. Like each bottle was in a box. And I tasted it and it was delicious. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm a convert. So you don't drink at all?
No, I just don't drink beer. David says, don't fall. He's having nightmares of you with a whole load of tools stuck to your face.
Oh, shit,
and
right.
says, I'm not doing a Kroot army, just that I do something Kroot-like for the occasion. had the idea for a Groot Rider, and now I have to sculpt everything in polymer clay. That's OG. That's next level.
Oh wow, that is next level.
I'm excited, Kajon.
Yeah, let's see it, buddy. Okay, I should put this in sculpting mode. One moment.
Okay.
So this might not be that exciting. So you were talking about your dogs. What kind of dogs do you have?
Oh, I have a lot of dogs. I got like 4 right now. Yeah. 4.
Oh wow. Do you guys do like rescue or like shelter or whatever?
No, I don't want to get into it. My family.
Okay, never mind.
We just get dogs sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my dog, he is 5. He just turned 5 2 weeks ago.
Happy birthday.
He is it was like, we're like 20 years apart and like 10 days or something.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So, he's a Patterdale Terrier, like super obscure breed. Just like a black little dog. It's like if you took like a pit bull and a lab and kind of like mixed them.
Oh wow.
But like was really mean. He's like a real, like, I love him. Like, he's really good to me, but like other people, he just like can't stand him.
Oh wow. Okay. So he's mean?
It's weird. Yeah. Like, I try my best, but he's really mean. I don't let him around like people, especially kids.
Oh damn. Okay.
Like, I had a girlfriend once. She, once I had a girlfriend.
I wasn't gonna make the joke. But you went there.
Anyway, so I really liked, like, my first girlfriend that, like, I brought home.
Yeah.
But then, like, the last one I brought home, like, she was, like, sleeping on my bed.
Yeah.
And, like, I was just, like, watching TV or something, and, like, he went up to her, and luckily, like, I noticed in time he was about to bite her face.
What?
Like, while she slept, because she made him mad or something. I don't know.
Oh God.
He gets really uncomfortable. Like, it's like a fear thing, I think.
Oh, okay. Around strangers?
Yeah, especially strangers. Like, even like my family sometimes. Like, he's cool with them, but like if they like move the wrong way, he gets really uncomfortable.
Like suddenly or
Like,
something?
Yeah, like like if my brother like comes in and he's like standing. Like, if he sits down, my dog's cool with him. But if, like, he stands up and, like, he moves his hands the wrong way, he gets really, really uncomfortable.
Whoa, weird.
Like,
Okay.
he thinks he's gonna hit me or something.
Oh wow, so he's like super protective.
Yeah. Like, if we're not in my house or my room or whatever, like, he's a bit more chill. Unless
okay,
it's in a
yeah.
car.
Because it's not.
He hates cars now. I don't know what's up with that. David says that gin is his current drink, and I thought he was going to bed. Weirdly,
good commentary.
Weirdly, a non-alcoholic one I got for the kids. It's really good.
Oh wait,
non-alcoholic.
David, I want to know about that non-alcoholic gin. My wife loves gin, but she doesn't always want to drink. So I don't know if I can even get it here. Probably not, because Canada's horrible for alcohol. But I'd like to know more about that. So please send me a message about your non-alcoholic gin.
Well, if it's non-alcoholic, it's basically a juice, but that could be good.
Yeah, but like
for
I don't know.
Virgin Shirley Temples and stuff.
You mean it's a juice, so we should be able to get it everywhere?
Yeah.
You underestimate how backwards Canada can be.
Well, you could like export it. Just might be a little bit more because it's a lot easier to export like other foods than like alcohols.
Good point.
And then David also says that he has a Yorkshire Terrier, which his 1-year-old picks up and carries around, and it's the most quiet Yorkie he's ever known.
Whoa, cute. Because
that's really nice.
I don't like small dogs because they're so yappy. So that doesn't sound yappy. That's good.
Depends on the dog, I guess.
Yeah. I like like not big dogs, but like medium to large dogs. Like when we were growing up. Like a lab.
Yeah, okay. Labs are dope.
I would love to have like a Newfoundlander, but I don't have the space for it.
Yeah, those things are huge.
I don't think you have a Newfoundlander. I think a Newfoundlander has you.
Yeah. There's like a lot of like cats. You don't have cats. The cats have.
Oh yeah, I don't
even
like cats.
Small animals are like that.
We're actually getting a dog. My wife and I,
cool.
We put some money down on a English Springer Spaniel.
I'll have to look that up. Hold on.
Yeah. It's like a hunting dog, supposedly. We're not going to hunt with it, but...
Oh, okay. Those are adorable.
Yeah. So that was our
Hunting
compromise.
dogs make really good pets. So.
Oh, yeah? I did not know. We've had some dogs in my family, but not like a ton, so I'm not like an expert. But yeah, we're pretty excited.
Like dogs are dope, especially like that one's probably like a more calm breed, so it'll be a lot like better starting off like with that kind of a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like potty training's hard. Like it's rough. It's a
Yeah.
rough experience. Like every time, because even like trying really hard, like they're gonna pee in your house for like at least 9 months.
9 months. Wow. Okay.
Something like that until they get full. Like even like they'll there's like stuff you can get now to like help them like tell them like where to go pee.
Like pads,
But
like pee pads, or
just bladder control. Yeah, yeah, there's like pee pads, but just like bladder control, they're like a kid. They can't really control their bladder that well until they're like 8 or 9 months old.
yeah.
So just like have to be ready for that.
All right.
And you have to like start potty training like right away. And crate training is another thing, but you don't necessarily have to. But it can help sometimes, especially if you want to like ever like send it to like a kennel or something.
Yeah.
Like say you and the wife want to go visit Hydra for like a weekend.
Yeah.
And you want to like
we're gonna go to Germany for a weekend. How rich do you think we are?
I guess for like a week or two, and it's very difficult to take the dog. Like you could set it in like a nice kennel place, but I don't know because some of those are sketchy even if they seem nice, or like leaving with a family member.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier for them if they're kennel trained.
Well, our hope is probably to leave it with my mom because she likes dogs and she used to have a dog until she decided she was traveling too much to have a dog, and then she gave it to a friend of hers. But yeah, so we've had some dogs, so I have like some experience. But like, I had a dog when I was in grade 6, and I didn't really have to do all the training. And then my mom got this dog, and I was kind of around for some of the training, but not really. So I'm comfortable with dogs. My wife has never had a dog, so I'm excited for her to have her own dog experience. But we lived with a dog for a while, and she really liked that. So I think it's gonna be awesome.
Are you guys like getting a puppy, or are you adopting from a shelter?
We're getting a puppy.
It's a lot easier as like a first-time dog owner to get a puppy, I guess.
Oh, because you don't have to adapt to the dog as much.
Yeah, because the dog adapts to you, and it'll do this thing where it'll imprint on either you or your wife, just whichever one of you hangs around it more.
Yeah.
With my dog, unfortunately, like when I got him, I started working. Like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after I got him, and I was working a lot, like 70, 80-hour weeks or something.
Oh Jesus, okay.
So not being around him all the time, it really messed up his training. So he was halfway potty trained, and it took him until he was like 2 or 3 to finally really be potty trained. And every once in a while, like he'll get mad and he'll like pee on my pillow or something.
Yeah.
Because he's like real spunk. He's got attitude.
Sounds like it.
He's like a little person. He's got attitude. David says the gin is cedar's pink rose gin, juniper rose, and hibiscus.
Sounds
really
ginny.
And that Akitas are good family pets, which is like a type of dog.
I thought Akitas were too smart, that you had to like keep them like interested all the time, or else they'd like destroy your house because they're bored.
Well, if you have a whole family,
or is that Shiba?
I guess you mean like with kids.
Yeah. No, I thought that they were bad with kids because they're like they have like attitude or something. I don't know. This is contrary to what I heard.
I'm not gonna say that I'm an expert on like every single kind of dog. Just like
I was hoping.
Mean dogs.
Okay. Are there any other comments coming through?
No, it's slow tonight.
Is that your dog chewing?
Yeah, we're playing fetch. So, cool thing about these kinds of dogs is, I don't know if they still do, but they held the record. Jesus. They held the record for most weight pulled per body weight.
Oh,
so
really?
It was like 1,000-pound sled pulled by like a 20-pound dog or something.
Holy crap. Okay. One dog, not a team of dogs, one dog.
Yep, just one dog.
Wow, okay. Do you feel that when you're playing like tug of war with them or something?
Yeah, so because like he really likes like tug of war with like playing fetch, which you're not supposed to do, but I can't break him on that. It's just like his favorite thing. Bring the ball. Um,
You're not supposed to do
so
what?
what? Like you're supposed to play tug of war with tug toys and not like their fetch toys.
Ah,
But
okay.
I messed that up, and he just loves playing tug of war with his balls. He doesn't really like ropes. Not every dog's gonna like every kind of toy.
Yeah.
It's just kind of particular. Um, but one of my girlfriends, like she had a son, and he had autism. He was having like a tantrum, and we were trying to like help like put him to bed.
Yeah.
And he had some Legos, and I had like a hold of him with like 2 fingers, and he was like trying to like take him from me. I was like held him with 2 fingers. He's using like his whole body because I was just so used to like pull like having like a really strong like pull force that I was like trying not to giggle while he was like having a little tantrum. Because he ended up like, using like his whole body, and I was just using like 2 fingers.
Because you trained with your dog?
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't do much else, but finger strength.
Nice. So when you
David
do...
says that akitas are highly protective of kids. Once they're part of your family, they'll literally put themselves between you and anything that threatens you.
Oh, wow, okay.
Sounds pretty believable. That's a lot of dogs, though.
Sounds pretty intense. Well, I've heard that... I read this book recently about a man-eating tiger that was like terrorizing this village in Russia. And they were talking about how the worst thing in tiger country is to have a dog, because you like your dog goes off like sniffing down the path, and it'll like run up and it'll like piss off a tiger, and then when it gets scared, where does it go? It runs back to you.
And then it'll chase the tiger will chase the dog.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But I think that also happens in bear country. I've heard that you don't want your dog off leash in bear country, because same thing, the dog will go up and piss off the bear and then run right back to you.
I feel like I'm not gonna say I'm not an expert at all, but I feel like it'd be worse for the dog to make a tiger mad, because the bear's not really gonna attack your house probably.
Yeah.
But a tiger might.
Yeah,
And the tiger won't leave.
this book is about basically a guy who pissed off a tiger, and the tiger like staked out his house, and then like when the guy came out, the tiger attacked him and killed him, and then the tiger learned that it could like kill humans, and it was pretty messed up. Like, it's a true story.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was nuts. I learned a lot. It's this guy, John Valen. He writes nonfiction books, but I like how he writes because he'll teach you about a bunch of stuff. Like, I learned so much about Russian history. I learned about like the history of like hunting and like hunting tigers. I learned about like Eastern Russia and like what's going on there, and yeah, it was really interesting.
That does sound pretty interesting. There's a really good tiger hunting movie. I don't remember what it's called. I will find it. It was really interesting.
Fiction?
I think it was like partly fictionalized.
Cool.
Oh, okay. I found it like right away. Apparently, it's very, very famous. It's like a super famous Korean movie. It's called The Tiger and Old Hunter's Tale.
Oh.
It's about I'm not sure how true it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's like based on like stuff that probably happened.
Yeah.
It's about like some old tiger hunter, and he like retired. I don't remember why, but he retired with his kid, and now he's like living in a village. He's just like a poor man, and yada yada yada. He has to come out of retirement to hunt the tiger, and it's really interesting.
Oh, nice.
That's like the non-spoiler version.
Is it like a new movie? Is it an older movie?
It came out in 2015. It was really good.
Oh, that's pretty new.
Because every once in a while, like Korea will come out and they'll just have like an absolute banger of a movie.
Yeah, like Parasite. I haven't seen Parasite, but I hear it's amazing. And like Old Boy is Korean too, right?
Old Boy. I might have seen that, but I have to look it up. So I tried to watch Parasite.
Yeah.
And it was kind of boring.
Oh, okay. Can you message me on Instagram the name of the tiger movie?
Yep.
Thanks.
Or I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Oh, that works too.
I have that pulled up right now.
So, should we like talk about? Sorry, what was that?
I was gonna say, especially if you like watching like Korean stuff.
I have not gotten into the Korean stuff, not for a good reason. I just haven't had the chance. But I hear.
Man. I could hook you up with some stuff.
Wait, I watched Snowpiercer. Does that count? That's like half Korean.
Which one was it?
Snowpiercer with Chris Evans.
Skullpiercer.
No, Snow. Like Snow.
Snowpiercer. Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? I think my dad watched it and he said it was good, but I don't think I ever watched it because like train movies are just like kind of boring to me. Like
Oh.
nothing against train movies.
I love that you have like. I feel like train movies are pretty specific. But you're like, nah, train movies,
No,
man. That whole genre.
They're the same. They're the same thing like every time.
Okay, tell me what a train movie is, and I'll tell you if that's what Snowpiercer is.
Um, Everyone's on a train. They can't get off the train. Something dramatic happens because they're on the train, and in a normal situation, it wouldn't be dramatic, but because it's on a train, it makes it much more intense.
Okay, sort of. But what if the train is the only habitable human like habitat on the whole
Yeah,
planet because it went to shit because of the ice age?
yeah. So I mean, that's like a gimmick for a train movie. The only one that I thought looked kind of interesting, like in the last like 5 years, was Murder on the Orient Express. I actually really wanted to see that because like the acting just looks so
Well,
good.
that's like a classic,
That like
right?
yeah, and I mean that came out like not that long ago, right?
Oh no, but it's like
But
a
I never got to see it
isn't it like a classic
because it's a
book?
remake, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that's like the original train thing. Kajan. So Kajan, first thing he says is, "So I'm done arboring the the cloaca on my Kroot turned mount, and now I can chat your ear off as the clay is in the oven."
Oh my
So
god.
snakes on a train. That made me
Snakes on a
laugh. That made me
train?
laugh pretty
Oh
hard.
my god.
That movie was such a classic. It
Wait,
shouldn't have been, but it was.
you're talking about snakes on a plane, right? Not snakes on a train?
Yeah, yeah. He's just like
Okay.
he made it funny.
He made it funny? Aw, Kajan, making it funny.
That's pretty funny. Bring me the ball, dude. Don't like go be huffy. Come here. Come on.
Okay, so I'm
So your
doing some.
spine's looking pretty cool.
I was gonna say I'm doing
Oh,
some
sorry.
pretty
Go ahead.
boring sculpting here. It's getting there. I don't love it, but it's getting there.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than like what I was doing today because this. I'm gonna like try to cover this up with plastic art. I saw this guy on Instagram. Shout out to this guy. Hold on, let me find his Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it was crazy. Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of like really cool people like work with plastic art, but this one was like really nuts. He was like scratch building. Like, I mean, not like there was a guy that built like that orc dreadnought. That was awesome. I'm talking like small scale, like miniature.
Oh, not Tyler? I think it's Tyler or something or other. There's the guy that.
Yeah, I think it was a guy that actually works at GW that was doing that. But there's this guy. It's not Nurgle Snurgle. This one? Okay, it's really long name. I'm just gonna type it out.
I can't hear it. Are you gonna put it in the chat?
Yeah, it's really, really long.
And you can't pronounce it?
I mean, maybe, but like, there's a lot to it.
Good night, David. David's finally leaving.
Okay, so it's Trismegistus Manhattan _lab.
Good lord, I've never heard of that. That's
Yeah, but it's really cool. Who was it? I think it was Uberstrata Makes, like, gave him a shout out yesterday, so I saw his stuff.
Uber
And like, he
Strata?
makes like little robots, and they're really cool and also like super adorable.
Nice. You know who else makes little robots that are really cool and really adorable? Grimdark and Gribbly, the dude on.
Oh yeah, he does for sure.
He has a secondary account, but I can't remember what it's called, where he makes his awesome robots. They're not super small, but they're pretty cute. All right, this is the.
Maybe he's got it posted on his stuff. Oh, I'm not following him on this account, man. So I tried to follow like everyone that I was following on my old Instagram.
Yeah.
To, like follow on this one, and I missed a lot of them that are like really like some of my favorites. There we go.
So I made this like whole rack for my sculpting tools, and I'm just doing what I always do, which is grab the tool I want, pull it out of the rack, and then leave it on my workspace. Because I'm excellent like that.
Exactly. That's why I didn't buy racks. Like I have these really nice like racks for my paints, but if I start painting, they just sit on my desk for weeks.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So.
Well, I think like Vince's whole thing is that you gotta like have the racks like within reach of your desk so that you don't have to move it to your desk. And I thought this thing was in reach, but I have to like kind of stretch to get to it. So apparently it's not perfect.
So I don't know, my desk is like weird. I need to. So my eventual plan is to have like basically 2 desks.
Yeah.
Like one's like a smaller one that's just for either painting or sculpting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then another one is for like big stuff, like basing, terrain.
Okay. I have
putting stuff
this.
together.
And you should definitely do it because you can have one be messy and one be clean. We're working on my clean one right now, and my messy one is over behind me, and it absolutely is helpful. I feel like I
Do
use the
that.
clean one better than like more than the dirty one, but it's good to have the dirty one. Like the dirty one right now is just like my Kroot boxes all over it.
Hmm. Like I just kind of like started picking up a little bit while we were talking. No, those are really coming along, that spear. Because I just had like boxes of minis all over my bed,
Oh yeah, that's
like
not
just
ideal.
tons. I had like 8 boxes because my bed's like right next to my desk. And
Yeah,
I just had like 10 different boxes of minis.
and you just have to.
John says, "Don't sound so happy about David leaving." And that he bought a small toolbox, and when he sculpts, he puts that stuff onto the desk in front of him, and then when he's done, he puts it back into the box.
That
And
is
then
some self
Naoyo
control.
Sachiko, yeah, I couldn't do that. I leave a mess. Namio Sachiko? Is that what you said?
That might
Namio
be someone I know.
Sachiko?
Yeah, I don't know why they're saying that's the right one. Anyway,
And then Kajan says, I really can't do the whole putting it away. I need to have it in front of me ready to reach for it. And
that's
he loves
smart.
the texture on the spear.
Thanks. I'm trying to decide. Like I did these, and then I'm gonna like cut in the sections. But I'm trying to decide if I do these vertebrae things on the front of it as well. I think so. What do you guys think?
What do you mean? Can you like show it on the video?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if you did, I can't see it yet.
I am, but you can't see it yet because you're living in the future. So yeah, I put these little like
Okay, so
divots.
that on the other side?
Yeah, I do the little divots on the back, and then like it's just flat on the other side. So I was thinking I might do the divots on the front. This is where I should look up a.
Biologically, that makes sense.
Glad you said so because I'm not working from a reference image, and I probably should be.
Oh yeah, that was what I was gonna say while I was on here. Um, that's the soapbox I want to stand on. Use reference images. Don't do what he does. Use reference images.
I agree. You're gonna do better work if you do reference images. I'm just friggin' lazy. That's like in my Nurgle video that I recorded when we couldn't do the stream. I'm like, I'm just gonna do this from my head, and then I got to a point where I'm like, oh, this is terrible. I gotta look up reference image, and it really helped. So yeah, don't do what I do. Do what Jacob does.
Kajan says don't use reference images.
Oh man, it's a fight. Wait, didn't Kajan just say use reference images? Oh no, that was you.
No, that was me.
But I thought there was. Okay, I thought he already commented. No, reference images are definitely where it's at. If Adam's still here, I know Adam uses reference images because he's smart.
Kajan says put little spikes onto the divots, but I think he means the divides, maybe. And he said that he might have spelled it wrong because English isn't. I mean, English isn't his first language, so like his English is really good.
Yeah. Might have spelled what wrong?
I think it might have been whatever word it was with a D, because it says like divots, but I think he means divides, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do divides. I just had to. I don't know. I wanted to do these first. So this is the part where I'm gonna divide them, and hopefully not fuck it up.
Adam agrees with the reference images.
Yes, I thought so. He's smart like that. They're all about being realistic, those boys. Oh shit. There's the problem with having divots on both sides. You can ruin the divot.
Man, Adam, like looking at your guys' stuff, I don't know how you do like the guns you make. Like I would ruin those.
Yeah, they're so small, eh? Anyone who's not familiar with Between the Bolter and Me, you should definitely go check out Between the Bolter and Me. They do some really cool work with like realistic firearm. Realistic? I don't know if that's.
Oh, the dimples. Okay, so what Kajan's suggesting is that what's the term?
Dimples.
So the divots in the vertebrae.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the biological term is, which is annoying me because I was going to school for it for a while. He says put spikes on them, like as like a ridges. Like
oh, I think I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like the actual like vertebrae spurs.
Yeah.
Would that be?
Yeah, that might be right.
Kind of a term for it. Oh, Jacob, if you ever can't see me on camera, let me know because I tend to wander.
Okay, you can see the blade if you're talking about the blade.
Yeah.
Right now.
Thanks. So should we talk about like Warhammer releases or like recent Warhammer bullshit or something?
Um, sure. That whatever they just announced, that was weird. We could have a
did
whole
you
conversation about how weird that was.
did you just did you, is that like, hey, let's talk about that local sports team?
Well, no.
The way you said that was so like
I forget what
non-committal
it was
and
called. That whatever that stream they did were like, we're gonna reveal stuff. That was so weird.
oh, they
Because
didn't do
they were
much.
talking, they had like all this stuff they were like teasing that they were gonna reveal, and then because I mean we talked about this on the crew chat a bunch, where it was they showed off two new bands for Shadespire or whatever,
Yeah, the
and
elves
then
and the
they,
Slanesh.
yeah, which is cool because like those models look really fun, and then they said some stuff about rules, and then said, hey, remember those Blood Bowl teams? Those are coming out eventually, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even watch it, but usually there's like at least pictures.
No, I don't. Well, they had pictures of some of the new stuff. I learned because I used to like when they first started doing these things, like when Adepticon got canceled, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, we're gonna do the biggest Warhammer reveal ever."
Yeah, that one. Oh.
I was like, "Man, I gotta be online for this. It's gonna be huge." And then they like took the biggest Warhammer reveal ever and like spread it out over weeks.
Yes.
So the first couple of them, I was like, I have to watch these, and then I learned my lesson that it's all hype, and they're probably delayed because of COVID or something, and they just need to take their few releases and stretch them over a year.
Which makes sense. Like,
yeah.
in all honesty, like I get it.
But don't hype it.
Standpoint.
Just be like, I get it. I'm like a marketing writer too. Like you gotta like talk the shit up, but just be like, hey, we've got like some good things to show you this weekend.
Yeah.
Don't be like, it's the greatest thing ever, and then people are gonna be like, okay, well, is this the greatest thing ever? I've seen some pretty great things from you guys.
Because it's gonna be like a slow couple years. Kajan says, if you would have had the small holes only on the backs and then have spurs come out of it, and then he says we could talk about why you were convinced the Xeno Codex they tease is Harlequins. It is the diamond shape. Lots of people seem to think it's nids.
Okay, let's talk about that. I'd love to talk about that.
He doesn't think it's nids. He doesn't think they'd have a pink color, and flesh color is more Slanesh than nids.
So, my thing is that I think a lot of people are looking at that. So yeah, so if you're not familiar, Games Workshop talked about like upcoming releases for 40K, and they were like, hey, guess what? We're going to release 5 codexes in the next like 3-4 months. Guess how many of those codexes are Marine codexes?
Wasn't it 4?
4 of those codexes are Marine codexes. They're releasing 5 codexes for Marines. So what they're doing is I think they're getting everything up to speed. Like they're bringing all the Marines up to speed for 9th edition. And who said this? I was talking to someone, and they were the one who actually made this call that it was going to be Harlequins. It wasn't me. Was it in our crew chat that someone said that?
I don't think so, because I didn't see it.
Okay, so
but it could have been.
This is not my idea. Someone else had this idea. I can't take credit for it, but it's brilliant because honestly, everyone wants orcs. They want Eldar more than anything. They want Tyranids, all kinds of different stuff. But realistically, I think they're just going to go for low-hanging fruit. And this was God, I wish I could remember who had suggested this. This is kind of what the person who suggested this said. It's like, what is the Xenos Codex that they could get done the quickest, that had like the least amount of like actual work that needs to be changed in it, and like already has all its models, like doesn't need to do like a big model wave? And the answer is Harlequins.
That makes sense.
Also, like, what is the Xenos Codex that they could release and you'd be most disappointed about? That's how I think about it.
Mean, Harlequins are cool, but they're not like nids.
Exactly. So it's Harlequins.
You know what? If they released a Tau Codex.
Oh, I was about to say that.
I'd probably be more disappointed than Harlequins, because at least like the Eldar story is like interesting right now.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Do you follow Buttress Warhammer?
I don't think so.
You need to look up Buttress Warhammer right now. Look it up. I'll wait.
Okay. Kajan says 4 and 1 Imperial, 1 Chaos, and 1 Xenos. I only follow you on Twitter, and I saw it when I uploaded my crew mount picture to Twitter, so you said it on Twitter.
Yeah, so I think I stole it from someone else, and I reposted it on Twitter or something. Or maybe someone posted about it, and I was like sharing it somewhere else. Not my idea.
Buttress and
Buttress. So Buttress. I think it's like a play.
Warhammer?
You know, like Arch Warhammer? I think it's a play on Arch Warhammer, and you'll see why in a second.
Okay, Buttress Warhammer. No, I just wasn't sure what the second word was.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't really use Twitter.
Oh, no, not Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that meme when you...
Instagram. Or Twitter. Both.
Wait, is it that Primaris? Like that
Marines
meme?
Yeah.
That meme's hilarious. I was going to talk about it, but I was like, hey, let's not get into the meme conversation.
Oh, we can do that. I like that meme. So in the commentary on that meme, everyone's talking about like all their factions and like how they need love and all that stuff. And like if you find the original meme on the Posters account, and like there's some people, like there's people who are like, oh yeah man, Eldar, oh man, Orcs, and there's one guy there who's like, oh my god, Tau, like we haven't had something for so long. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, Tau boy? Like, did they not just release a suit last week?
Yeah, they got like a bunch of rules for like all their mechs because they're getting rid of like the biological stuff. Kajan says that Harlequins are super powerful right now and only got a white dwarf release instead of a proper psychic awakening. So I'm sure Krootox wants to tone down Harlequins.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, Kajan. Thanks for making that observation that they never actually got a codex.
Just dropped in.
Hey, Blitz Mechanico, welcome. That's a really good observation, Kajan. I didn't know that they didn't get a codex. That's even more proof that it's probably Harlequins. So the thing I was going to say is that everyone's looking at those pictures that Games Workshop posted and thinking that those pictures are somehow related to the faction. Well, okay, first of all, let me say something up front. I hope that I'm wrong for all of this. Nothing would make me happier if I was dead wrong. But what I'm doing is kind of like what I'm doing for the American election. I'm assuming that Trump's going to get reelected because I would rather have that as my expectation than expect that Biden's going to get elected and then be disappointed.
Well, I mean, so I'm going to be straight up. I voted for Biden. But even when if Biden is elected, I'm still going to be disappointed.
Yeah, because I don't know, man.
So it was really messed up. So for my district, when I looked at all the candidates, like I broke down all the candidates and like what their like points were and like what their experience was with just why they should have the job, like what their previous job experiences was, like you would do for like a job interview, right?
Yeah.
The only candidates that were at all qualified at all and had like any relevant backgrounds were the Green Party, which have absolutely no chance of getting elected in Texas. But they were all really good, strong candidates. They were like, yeah, I have this background in chemical engineering, so I should be the railroad commissioner. This is why we need to stop fracking. And I was like, oh, this makes 100% of sense. Like, you're actually a scientist. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of, what is it? And there was one, like, the one I voted for was an author.
Yeah. Wait, you guys have a Green Party?
Like,
I thought you guys were a two-party system.
So there's independence, but it's really only a two-party system because America's corrupt.
Yeah.
Which is like a whole. Oh no, I'm gonna slip.
Sorry. I started this. It was my fault.
I'm gonna slip into my social. My whole rule when I started this was like, don't go on a socialist rant. But so the short of it is, we have a two-party system, but we don't. There's a lot of independent parties, but because of the way our system's set up, there's almost 100% chance they won't be elected outside of smaller roles in the government. Like, yeah. I think the most someone might be as an independent would be potentially a senator.
Yeah.
Which is rare. I think we have like maybe 5 independent senators, one of which being AOC.
She's independent?
She's Green Party. Yeah, she's Green Party.
I thought she was a Democrat.
No, she's a socialist.
No, I know that, but I thought she was like a socialist Democrat.
No, I'm pretty sure she's full socialist.
But I thought she was a representative, not a senator. Like, I thought she was like a... whatever. I thought she was in the House of Representatives, not the Senate.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm not going to say I know everyone's like exact like role, but I'm pretty sure AOC is considered an independent.
Okay.
Because she's
cool.
Green Party.
Cool.
And then like I think there's maybe like one libertarian senator or something, and then some governors that are third party.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, because up in Canada land we have we have like our conservatives, which like the Democrats would consider liberal. Like, yeah. all our stuff is so far left from like what's going on in the States. But yeah, we've got like our conservatives on the right, and then we've got like what we call liberals in the middle. That's our current government with Justin Trudeau. And then there's the National Democratic Party, which is left of center. And then there's the Green Party. There's another party called the Bloc Québécois, but we don't talk about them because they're just weird French dudes.
That's a lot of. So, if we're getting into politics, like the thing with American politics is the left in any other country outside of maybe a very hostile place that's probably hostile because of America.
Yeah.
They're like the furthest right they have would be like our far left.
The furthest right they have would be your. Yeah, that's how we feel in Canada.
That's every other like first world country.
Yeah. We're all socialists though.
Adam.
Oh God, what Adam say?
I'm gonna get back to the comments. Kajan says, "Will you like Dark Eldar? I have always liked Harlequins. They're sort of my second faction next to Nids." Blitz Mechanica sent a face emoji. Kajan, I'm super toying around getting some Harlequin models and some Daughters of Cain. Daughters of Cain are awesome. I suggested I have like a whole box that I haven't used, but they're awesome models to make Harlequin models out of for a custom Harlequin kill team. Adam says, "Thanks for the stream. I'm going to go watch the debate and feel sad."
No, the debate. I forgot the debate was tonight.
I don't want to. I don't actually watch them because like I couldn't handle watching like 2 hours of cringe or whatever.
No, I know.
So I just read the highlights.
Yeah, Adam, screw it. Adam, don't watch it. Stay with us, man. We're better for you.
He probably already left. Kajan says, "Take care, Adam." Blitz Mechanica says, "Make Harley Quinn Kroot." Get ready for political comments when the video gets posted.
I don't care. Fuck off.
Blitz. And then Kajan, I'd be more tempted making a Loxodal mercenary group than Harlequins.
Ooh, who said that?
Kajan.
Ooh, Loxodal, I like that.
That'd be cool, man. Do it. I'm not sure what a Loxodal is, but I'd probably like it if I looked it up.
It's 40k Lizardmen.
Okay. So like, I thought they were Slan, but that makes sense.
I think it's something like Lizardmen.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Also, if you like weird Xenos, stay tuned to Instagram. There's a group of us who have something crazy coming up for you.
Cool. For November?
Actually, for January.
Cool.
New year, new Xenos.
Okay, so these are like lizard dudes. They're pretty sick looking. These Loxodal. They're like bipeds with like underslung rifles underneath their chests.
Yep, the chest mounted thing. That I forgot that part.
That looks wild.
Okay, I think we got this spinal column thing. It's a little messy, but I think I'm pretty much happy with it.
Looks pretty good.
The bottom's gross. Don't look at the bottom, but
let's cut it off later.
Yeah,
Bam.
Exactly. And if it gets really ugly, I'm gonna because like it's got to go in his hand, but it's got to have like a binding on part of it. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's pretty tight for his hand now, but I'll figure it out. Really, this was my excuse sculpting because I don't really know what to do with this guy. So I'm like, I'm gonna do something I know. I'm gonna sculpt a spinal column on his spear, but.
Looks neat.
China.
Man, have you seen Ironbeak's knife that he's working on right now?
Yep.
Like it's getting more crudy as he goes. He's like trying to like put more crude. He's trying to make it look more crudy. He's just trying to get like the silhouette kind of worked out.
Yeah.
But he's trying to figure out how to like make the gun like more crudy. So I think he should replace the gun shield with like a giant skull kind of pointing outwards.
Oh yeah, I saw you comment that. I like that idea.
And then I think it'd be sick if he sculpted like a bunch of like a giant like beast skin, like hanging off the shoulders or something. But I feel like that would cover up too much. It
would what?
And I don't know if I feel like it might cover up too much of the stuff he's already put on, like his little details.
Oh, maybe.
And I don't know if I could sculpt that.
Well, it would definitely make it look more like. Well, you know me. You've seen my Kroot. I'm all about like savage Kroot. Like
it makes sense, like savage Kroot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go more like in a weird direction direction with mine. That's why I've kind of been doing like sci-fi Kroot, like more advanced Kroot.
Oh, I get that.
Just because like people haven't done it as much.
Yeah, I'd also love like the other thing I love about Kroot. I'm like at two ends of the spectrum where like I'm clearly working on like Savage Kroot right now, but I also like the idea of Kroot with like heavy, like hard, high tech stuff. Yeah, because like
I
they're
still want them to be like Savage style, but like an American, you know.
what? American Savage?
Where we're advanced, but we're all savages.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wild West. That's how I tend to think of it these days.
I wish, man.
Okay, sorry. Before
some kind of law and order.
So before we got on to politics and shit, yeah. So like, I think that a lot of people are looking at the Codex preview and they see that like weird Xenos head and they're like, oh, this is a direct indication of what this release is going to be. But I think it's just like a clever, not clever, I don't know, just like a placeholder because it's from that quote unquote Xenos page in the rulebook, right? So it's like we just need some random Xenos art that shows that this is a Xenos release, but it's not supposed to be indicative of anything.
They posted that thing a while ago where it was like a bunch of like Xenos, like be ready for this, and I have no idea.
Oh, you mean that
stuff's...
that triptych or whatever?
Yeah, it was like a whole page of like a bunch of different aliens.
Yeah, and they were like in different boxes, right? Like weird shaped boxes on a page layout. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's from the rulebook.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the new rulebook, there's a page where it talks about like all the like the Dark Millennium and the Dark Imperium, and it's all like these Xenos races, blah blah blah. And you know how they just have like weird John Blanche art in some places?
And that's it.
That's it. That's the thing. It's like the weird John Blanche art. But I don't know. Like I could be wrong. Like that could all be previews, and they're just like trolling us, and they're showing us the stuff, and we're thinking.
Oh, you're not in frame.
Oh shit! Thanks. I should be in the sculpting distance.
Good call, Kajan. Like even like one box of like mercenaries that's just like a couple weird guys, like how they do Shadespire.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Oh, my chest is connected. Hold on.
What?
Let me refresh my YouTube.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love like a box of like Xenos mercenaries. My whole thing is like how we got on the American election topic. I don't want to get my hopes up because I feel like from a Xenos perspective, we got really lucky with Necrons. Like that was a way bigger release than I ever expected them to do. I didn't expect them to like revise. I mean, they did have to revise Warriors, but I didn't expect them to revise Warriors, and I was impressed when they did revise Warriors.
Like I'm surprised they did, what are they called? Like the Immortals or whatever.
Oh, they
like
didn't.
The other ones, like
they didn't.
The Guards or whatever.
They didn't.
Like they added like all those different like alternative bodies.
You mean the Triarch, like the old, like a new release or an old release?
So in that new release, they had like they used to only have like 5 infantry kits, right?
Yeah.
Where it was like the sniper dudes and the melee guys, like the Praetorians or something like
Yep,
that.
Yep.
And they kind of like redid all those guys, which I was kind of.
They didn't redo all of them. They only redid the warrior. The Praetorians are still the same. They redid They created new destroyers, because before it was just the flying destroyers, and now they have like the walkie destroyers that are on like the 3 claws. But they didn't really the Praetorians are still there. They're still the same. But they redid the monolith, which made it super expensive. So I get why they did that now. And they introduced a bunch of new stuff.
Likes the new flayed ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing they did new. They did the new flayed ones. But yeah, like I was impressed by how much they did for the Necron line. Like they're releasing something like at least 10 new models or 10 new kits, probably more. And I would love to see that for another Xenos line. But I feel like if they release Necrons in October, are they really going to give us another giant Xenos release in January?
Yeah,
seems a bit too soon.
In the summer.
Yeah, like I'd expect like max 2 big Xenos releases in a year, but again, I want to be proven wrong. That would be amazing. That would make me so happy. So I'm just trying to set up myself so I don't get disappointed. Long story short. I want that weird Xenos picture to be like an actual hint at what it's going to be, but I don't believe it's going to be. But I want to be proven wrong.
So I know you want new nids, but I feel like what might need stuff the most.
You just got really quiet. Did you change something?
Oh, I stepped away.
Oh, okay.
So I know you want like new nids and stuff, but I feel like even though those nids are old, I feel like they're really good still. Like they really hold up. And the things that I feel like don't hold up that well is like the Eldar Guardians and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
They look really archaic.
You're still really quiet. One sec. Let me see if I can change that.
Hold on, let me.
Hold on. It might be my phone. Hello?
Hello.
That's weird. Yeah, you were on speaker, but now it sounds like you're off speaker.
That's weird.
Oh, wait. Let me try something. Hold on. Turn that off. Phone. Okay, say something.
Hello.
Yeah, you're super quiet. Like I can hear you, but probably no one else can.
Let me. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Should we call again?
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
Okay. Kajan, you said ask what? Hello?
I want to ask you about the Sculpting tools.
You're still really quiet. Wait, let's hang up and try again.
Okay.
What the hell? Why is that? What's Sculpey tools? What are you talking, Kajan? What are you talking about? Sculpey tools. If he tried them, are you talking to me, or is this someone else? Are you talking? Is that a question for Jacob or a question for me? Hello. Let's put you on speaker. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it sounds good. Okay, we can hear you again. Awesome.
Okay. There's also, if you like push on my face, there should be like a volume.
Push on
setting
your face.
or something. Like you can go. I'm not sure how to do it on the phone, but there's like ways to like adjust like what level of volume someone is.
Oh, okay.
So say someone like you're talking to a lot of people, someone has like a loud mic and someone has a quiet mic. You turn the loud mic down and the quiet mic up.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So Kajan wants to know. Super Sculpey has tools, and he wants to know if you tried them.
I've never seen a super Sculpey tool. What do they look like? Like, are they bigger tools? Because a lot of the tools that I see for like sculpting clay and stuff like that are way too big for our work. Like, they're made for sculpting like ceramic clay at large scales, not for sculpting little tiny miniatures. Like, whenever I go into an art store, I see these tools. I'm like, that's useless to me. What do you want me to do with that?
I know that feeling. And Kajan says that he's like the only one talking right now. I don't know why it's so quiet today.
Probably because everyone's watching the debate.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think people would really care because I just find it stressful and annoying. And I do what you do. I just read the
Like, I can read the whole debate in 5 minutes.
exactly. And like you can ignore all the stupid shit.
Like, they're probably like fighting like little children right now.
Exactly.
Like, you muted my mic. Why'd you mute my mic? That's the whole debate right now.
I'm right there with you. I can get a little bit pissed off about it tomorrow morning or really pissed off about it tonight. So I'd rather sculpt.
I'll just be like at work trying to do my job, and then I'll just like start thinking and getting really mad.
Are you comfortable saying like generally what part of Texas you're in? If not, that's cool.
So I'm like an hour from San Antonio.
Okay, I don't actually know what that is, but I went to Austin once.
Figure out how to take my full name off of YouTube though.
Yeah, that's a little freaky, eh?
I think it's because it's hooked up through my Google, but I don't know how. I don't really mess with it too much. I'll look right now.
So I had YouTube accounts before Google like linked it all up, and it's weird because now my YouTube I have 2 accounts for every one of my email addresses, and when I like sign into YouTube, it's like, do you want to use this account or this account? And one of them has like 0 subscribers, and one of them has lots. So yeah, it's some weird grandfather.
Kajan says that the Super Sculpey tool seems like they might have bullet points. He can't really get Super Sculpey stuff over here. It's all Fimo, but he saw them on Amazon. And Sculpey seems to really like epoxy and be all over in the US. So I figured you might have seen them as they seem to have bullet points, but they're like $20 per set.
Oh, are they? But are they silicone or are they hard plastic? Because I feel like I've seen stuff that's like either like wood or like composite wood, or hard plastic, but like when I was introduced to silicone shapers, that was the first time I'd ever seen them. I never really saw them like in art stores, and I feel like Sculpey tools. I feel like I might have seen a box of these things somewhere, but I don't remember them being remarkable. Like I think they're probably just like standard clay tools. Um, but Kajan, you're in Germany, so you got the line on the bullet shapers. You can actually get them in Germany. And I may or may not be doing research to try and get everyone else a line on them, but you know that's research that's being done by a friend, so I gotta wait for them to have time to look into this. But soon you will all have access to bullet shapers. Mark my words.
Make like a little killing.
We'll try. I don't want to make a killing. I just want people to be able to get them.
Yeah, that was just a big joke.
Yeah.
Wasn't funny.
No. Just want to be clear that I'm not in it to line my pockets. I'm in it to get people's tools, but I might, you know, get paid along the way. We'll see. Likely not. It'll likely cost way too much, but we'll see.
Gotta think about them export costs, man.
Yeah. I have no idea about export costs. I might have to actually learn about that. Isn't that just like duty?
Just like ship them all. Like if you're sending one of them to like the U.S., I don't know if it costs more to send like a bunch of shipments or one big shipment, and then have someone in the U.S. just like ship them to wherever they need to go.
Why the U.S.? Why not Canada?
Well, so if you're shipping a bunch of people in the U.S., if it would be cheaper for you to ship it to one person and then have them send them as sub shipments, or if it'd be easier for you to, or it'd be cheaper for you to send them as a bunch of little shipments.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Although, I don't know how that works.
Then I need someone who wants to ship things all over the U.S.
Pass.
Yeah. Exactly, eh?
Yeah.
Set up my ring of silicone shaper distributors. Are you cheating on me? Are you watching the debate?
No, I'm sculpting now.
Nice.
I decided I was done right before I got on here, but now I'm like gap filling and stuff.
Good. On those Kroot boys you showed us?
Yep.
Nice.
Because I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna like take a break.
Was it you who said that we should start the Discord for this, or was it Gork and Mork? It was Mork and Gork, right?
Else, but I was just like giving advice on. It was Mork and Gork, yeah. It was definitely Mork.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about it this week. I was like, maybe we should do that. My issue is that I don't know that I can guarantee that I'm going to be in there all the time. Because, like, you see me on the Kroot Discord. Like, I'm there and I'm not there.
Yeah, like, there was, like, stuff for you and you didn't see it for, like 2 days. Because you were, like, too busy hobbying on your hobby streak, like, day, like, 30 or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I got to do, man. I waste enough time on the internet and, like, hobby internet. Like, man, hobby Twitter, forget it. Oh yeah, like we were kind of talking about those releases. So I'm super excited about the Slanesh release. I think
cool.
I think that the mutant dude is beautiful, and I think the champion dude is beautiful. I think the other two are kind of filler models.
I like the pants.
The pants are good, but I have this feeling, and I feel like you saw it with that Witch Elves gang that they released for Shadespire, where half the models are like amazing. And the other half of the models look like they were mailed in. Like, that they got the A team to sculpt this half, and they got the B team to sculpt that half, and they don't really line up.
Maybe they have, like, a new guy they're trying to, like, whip into shape.
Yeah, it could be. But I feel like I definitely see that with the Slanesh one. Even, like, on that stream where they previewed them, they had, like, the nice model standing on the right, and then they had the, like, crummy model standing on the left. And I was like...
You know what it probably is? It's probably the cool models... have like way better rules and are really powerful, so they had to put in like weaker
gotcha.
For the other ones.
That's a good idea.
Kajon says, I don't know, it looks like rubber silicone. Ace of Clay YouTube channel has them. They look like size 2 brushes. He likes that the Sculpey tools have magnet tips that can be exchanged for at least one of the sets, and it seems super handy. But you can probably get space on a container. Oh, so when he's talking about shipping, he said you can probably get space on a container and then send a package via a sea route. Silicone Shaper Mafia, led by Mr. Pink. Shady people selling them from underneath the trench coat at a shady corner and back alleys.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Heck yeah.
I'm all about it. Just, as long as people get their shapers.
Don't scar the kids.
No. We won't give any kids any silicone shapers. They gotta have
Kids
all
can
that.
have shapers, just don't give them like mental scars.
They gotta have that time for their Fortnite. Can't distract them with no silicone shapers.
And I saw. No, I'm not gonna talk about TikTok. But I saw a really funny one.
Was it Fortnite related? Now you're talking about TikTok. You're there.
So it was a TikTok of a YouTube video where this like guy was like talking to his friends. Like I don't know. I guess it's like a famous YouTuber called Drumsy, and he was on like a VR thing. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you out to Disneyland." And some little random kid comes up and was like, "Disneyland, can I come?" So the whole video is that little kid just like talking trash, and he's like 7, and it was really funny.
What?
Like, he was just like, he was making fun of the guy because he's like, "You're doing like a default Fortnite dance, you scrub," or just like stuff like that.
Oh, it was a Fortnite
like a
thing.
7-year-old kid.
Oh, this was a Fortnite thing?
No, it's like one of those VR headsets. It's like a chat thing.
I have no idea. I'm too
like,
old.
The VR stuff.
Okay.
So they have like, so it's like a way to play games and stuff.
I'm aware of VR, but like I don't know how you stream that on TikTok/YouTube and get like other kids in there.
No, it was like a random kid that just came up to him while he was like filming a YouTube video, and so he was just in the whole video talking trash.
Oh, so it was like live video of this kid at Disneyland.
It wasn't actual. It was like a virtual Disneyland.
Okay, gotcha.
And they were on like a weird like chat game.
Okay.
Wow, this got way more complicated.
Sorry, I think that's my fault. I'm like, wait. So there's this thing called the internet. You're telling me it's a series of tubes? What? Explain this to me. Old man of the mountain.
The thing with the internet is that it's actually one giant computer.
No. Liar.
It's made of small computers.
Liar. What about the series of tubes?
So that's just like how the signals are traveled. So it's like the wires connecting the giant computer together. Like
okay.
when I found out that the internet was basically just a giant computer, that blew my mind.
That's scary. We've all got each other's spyware.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, am I playing in the background?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's on my headset.
Oh, I thought you were watching. That's why I asked you if you were watching the debate. I'm like, what's that weird shit I hear in the background?
No, I just had it like really quiet on my headset. I guess there's like a little bit of feedback.
Oh, interesting.
So I have it coming through headphones.
So
I could like make sure like
are you seeing the chat? Because Blitz Mechanica says that the chat broke for me.
It broke for me too, so I had to like refresh.
I think it's still working for me. The last comment I see is Blitz Mechanica doing a face and Kajan saying, "Yeah, sounds like."
But it broke for me like
YouTube.
20 minutes ago, or like not 20 minutes, like 5 minutes ago, and I had to refresh so I could see.
All right, I guess we're good. Now I give this guy some sexy pecs. I already started on this. Gonna do some more. I feel like shit. I don't feel like I'm doing epic things on the stream tonight. I mean, we're having a good chat, but I feel like the sculpting is subpar.
Well, I mean, you're at like the point in the sculpting where you're like blocking out shapes, which is important. It's just not as interesting to look at.
Yeah.
So I mean, it can't all be like super. Oh, like it can't be like some clickbaity sculpting where it's like, oh, I'm sculpting a whole
Space Marine.
Scratch.
Yeah, clickbaity sculpting. I think the only time I've ever done clickbaity sculpting, well, it wasn't clickbaity, but the only sculpting that people really cared about was when I did that like brain and eyeballs on the gun beast. Like, a lot of people were into that.
I don't think I even paid attention because I was sculpting. Like, I like half paid attention.
Yeah.
Because usually, like, I just like listen to this while I sculpt.
Okay, so we should just talk shit. That's good. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I've been trying to think about this and like better define what this should be, and I guess it should probably be us like talking about like stuff and hobby stuff and Warhammer stuff, while sculpting is just like the Bob Ross in the background. So if you want to see me sculpt, I'm sculpting, but there's also a stream happening around it.
And then like occasionally just drop some tidbits of wisdom.
Sure. Oh shit, tidbits of wisdom.
Well,
oh,
you do it organically.
Here's a
like, while
tidbit.
you're sculpting, you're like, hey.
So a tidbit that I kind of got into last week, but you saw when I sculpted the spinal column earlier, I didn't sculpt the column right onto the brass rod because if I'd done that, the green stuff would have like shifted around and shifted and pulled and fallen off the edges, and it would have driven me fucking crazy. So what I did is last week I think I said that I put a thin layer of green stuff on the brass rod, and then I sculpted this onto that because the green stuff will adhere better to this than it will to the brass. Not perfect. Like when I was first smearing it on here, it was kind of moving around. But yeah, so that's why I did that. So there's your tip. Oh shit, now I'm looking at it and I want to fix it. Get this out of here. And then the other thing, I guess the tip that I could give with the Krootox bit here and like roughing out these shapes is you saw that I kind of like did it previously and then I've gone back and done it again. I've said this in other videos, but you don't ever want to sculpt anything all at once. It's really hard. Especially because you need like the thing with the spear. You need like a hard layer to push against and like a layer for the green stuff to adhere to. So if I had tried to sculpt this all in one go, it would look like garbage. So yeah, like you can go back and you can fix it and you can like cut pieces out and like sculpt new pieces in. Or you can get like a rough shape and then let it dry and then come in and clean it up. So that's what I'm doing here.
Yeah, it's kind of how I try to do stuff.
It's the only sane way.
I mean, I do see people that can just knock out everything in one go because they're insane.
I don't.
I mean, I can't do that.
I don't believe in that. Like people who can sculpt things all in one go, like green stuff is so mushy that if you try and sculpt stuff on. Oh well, Fimo, yeah, that's different. I don't like Fimo. I don't like anything you have to bake. Is it Kajan who's using the polymer clay? Who was that?
I mean, yeah, Kajan is. Kajan wants to know how you go about sculpting feet. He's scared of the whole prospect of sculpting feet onto his mount, and it's kind of head heavy right now. It was cool to watch, and I've been recommending the video of you sculpting brains and eyes to people on the Knit Reddit on occasion.
Oh, thanks.
I found putting a dab of super glue also will make it adhere a lot better if you have issues with the sticking.
Wait.
Kajan, are you making like bird feet, right, for your Kroot?
I think he's working on a Tyranid, but I'm not sure. Wait, one thing you said in there, Kajan, are you sharing... Did you say you're sharing this stuff on the Tyranid Reddit? Because if you are, that's friggin' awesome, man. Because my wife uses Reddit, and I don't know, I'm an old man. I'm confused by Reddit. So I really appreciate it if you're reposting like the videos and stuff on Tyranid Reddit so that more Tyranid kids can find them. So thank you.
I get why people use Reddit. I just don't like the format.
Me neither. I think that's what screws me over.
It's hard to find interesting stuff sometimes.
My wife is like pro. Like she's like, hey, check out this thing I found on Reddit. I'm like, how did you find this on Reddit? She's like on all the weird Reddits. The one thing I really like about Reddit is the clever names that they come up with for the different subreddits.
So Kajan says yes, bird feet for the Kroot mount. So you're probably gonna have to approve this. So...
Why don't you pull up a reference picture? That's what Jacob would tell you to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna like show you mine. I'm just gonna like walk through how I did it. Because I mean, mine are like lizard feet, but they're pretty close to bird feet, and they're like you use like a lot of the same techniques.
Are you gonna try to post the link in the chat?
Yeah.
Let me know and I'll approve it. But it was weird. The other day, who was it? Bob the Bob was trying to post and it wouldn't go in.
There was like a word that he used or something that I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought it was the link.
Oh yeah, it was because he had posted a bunch of links, so it didn't let him send like one. Okay, I just sent it.
I'm not seeing it yet. This is what happened last time. He sent it and it didn't show up.
Well, I mean, I just sent it like just now.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe chat's delayed. I didn't know that.
The Wizards movie poster. I am not familiar with that movie.
I sort of want to do the Wizard.
Decade?
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Did it pop up or not?
Has not popped up yet. Oh wait, hold on. My thing is buffering. It looks like.
What he did was he put it on the wrong thing. That's why it didn't pop up.
No, he had to put it on the my community update because it wouldn't show up here. That was like his backup thing.
Okay.
And I think I approved you so that all your comments pop up, but it's not. I'm not seeing it.
And Kajan says that he does share your videos, and my YouTube crashed a little. Needs a second.
Kajan, I'm glad you share my stuff when you talk about Venomthropes, because I think the Venomthrope is kind of an ugly model, and we need to improve it. Anybody see that Tabletop Inquirer meme about mixing up the exact perfect amount of green stuff? I think I did it again.
Yeah, and then you said you did it last time, and no one believed you.
I didn't believe myself. When he posted that, I'm like, fake news, never happens.
Kajan.
I'm not seeing your thing.
He says he shares your videos, Venomthropes, and Wizards is an old cartoon movie. Just make him a mod. Oh, he's saying to make me a mod.
How do I do that?
But anyway, Kajan, so basically all I did was I just like looked at a bunch of reference pictures, and it's actually really easy to make feet. The only thing that's hard to do is like say like the claw bits. Those are a little bit more difficult.
Oh, I can tell you how to do claw
like,
bits. We can do that.
Yeah, like because that one I just used claws from the original foot and just like sculpted my own toes.
Smart.
But you basically just need to shape the green stuff and then put a little bit of like wedges in, and it looks just fine. It looks like how it would come sculpted.
When you say put some wedges in, what do you mean?
Like use like your wedge tool and just like put little
like take this thing and just like go like this.
I can't see you.
I know it's gonna take you a second, but you'll see it in a second.
No, I mean like you weren't on camera.
Well, I'm on camera now.
Okay.
You're in the past, remember? Or you're in the future. So just like do this. Maybe. Oh, that looks pretty close to a chicken foot.
You're still off camera.
Hold on. Let it catch up.
I'm like 20 seconds.
Now it's on camera now. See it?
Okay.
This is so fucking weird.
Okay, yeah. So just kind of like do that, but do it in like a round shape.
Here.
And you get like toes.
Got a better idea for you, Kajan. Get one of these tools that I never use, that I should use. This is like a wedge and a blade tool at the same time, silicone shaper.
Oh, is it that one where it's like a little U shape?
Not a U. Oh no, it's the opposite of that. Hold on. I'll tell you when it comes up. So you take this and you... Oh wait, I got shit on it. I don't know if it's because I keep my Nivea on the back of my hand when I'm sculpting, but I always get little tiny hairs in my sculpting and I hate it. So if you take this...
Okay, that one.
Yeah, okay.
I have that tool's pretty cool, but I don't have like a good way to use it. I have a little one.
So this is how you use it. Watch. This is how you use it. You're making chicken feet. You take your thing, you take the knife part, but it's not exactly a knife because it's like wide. It's like a wide blade. And you go like this. And you go like this. And that's how you get the breaks between the chicken feet. And you can do this to kind of break it up more. And then you do these.
Genius. I can't see it, but genius.
And then what you do is, this is kind of rounded already here. And then you just have to round out the top of the feet. Like that. Just round it out. And then you can go, and if you want to get your chicken lines, you can just go like this. You wait until it's drier to do this, and you do it with a smaller thing. But you go there, and you go down, you go here, and you go down. You can also do this with a knife blade tool, but I had this thing and I never use it, so hopefully you can see this. I think you can see this. So now we got a Kroot with a chicken foot on its chest. That's how we like to play.
Cool. Those wedges are really deep though, but I have like some small tools. I'm not a good sculptor, but I felt like those feet were really easy to do.
Yeah. So
like, definitely don't stress about it. I literally just like put putty down, push it around so it looked like 3 toes, and then just put lines in them, and it looks fine. And
also,
then shove the toenails in.
You need to remind yourself. Just right. You need to remind yourself of the thing I was reminding myself of pretty frequently. No one's gonna see this shit, unless you have like your chicken foot like attacking someone and like slashing them in the face. It's probably gonna be like lower down on your model. So don't stress too much about getting it perfect, because it's probably going to be like under a bunch of stuff and near the base, and people might not see it as much. I know you want it to be perfect, but...
What made me sad is that I thought those feet turned out really well, but you can't really see them in the pictures.
There you go.
I was like really proud of those feet. That's the worst. When you're really proud of something and no one's ever going to see it.
Yes.
That's what's really bad.
That's the lesson. No one's going to see this anyway, so why am I stressing? So Kajan, hopefully that helped. Hopefully that gave you some ideas for sculpting chicken feet. So this is good. Okay, I've also been thinking that we should do like a request episode, because I did that kind of like half-ass request episode. But I should,
like give
yeah,
like,
warn, warn people. And I was thinking I should do it on like a certain day, like the first Wednesday of the month or something. So I'm supposed to be finishing this guy for Krootoberfest, and I feel like I'm gonna need another Wednesday to do him because he's nowhere near done, and I should probably work on him during the week. But let's do it for the first Wednesday after next week, because next week is still October, Krootoberfest. So let's do it for the first Wednesday in November. So if you're on this stream, if you're watching the stream, and you have an idea of something you want me to try and sculpt on the stream and figure out how to do and share with you, then keep it in mind. And I will post a poll of some kind. I'll probably do it a bunch of different places. I'll do it on Twitter. I'll do it on Instagram, but I'll definitely do it on YouTube as well.
Like an AMA, like an Ask Me Anything.
Yep.
Like how they do those. Like I see those a lot. You could just do that and like log the questions and like pick like, oh, okay.
Oh, smart. Like do an AMA on like Instagram.
Instagram. Put in like YouTube, like a poll.
Can you do that in YouTube as a poll?
Like, say like.
I haven't experimented with it.
Leave your own recommendations, but you could just be like, hey, comment on this, like what you want to see, like that kind of stuff. Maybe make like a 10-second video saying, hey, I'm doing a Q&A video. Comment on this, what you'd like to see, and I'll get back to you, and then do one on Instagram.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a good idea. But
I have them on occasion.
Because we can do that, like they have that community post thing on YouTube, but I don't think I saw a poll option there. But that would be good.
There is. I have seen polls, but I don't know how to do it because I'm really.
Oh, you've seen them on YouTube?
Yeah, I've seen them on YouTube.
In a video or like in that like community post section?
Oh, it's like in the community thing.
Okay, cool.
Not
then
like in the video.
I'll look that up. I can probably figure it out. I know I'm an idiot when it comes to OBS, but I can do other things.
I think really all it is, you just haven't looked at OBS.
Yeah, I just haven't messed with it. But I also, like, Adam said that he has a different version of OBS. He has, like, the OBS/something else version. There's, like, a different name. Some kind stream, or I don't know, something like that. But I've just got, like, legit OBS, like, has the, like, ninja-looking logo. Is that what you're talking about? It's like a black and white... It's like a black and white kind of, like, trifoil thing. Looks like a ninja star.
It's like a little circle, right? I don't know. Hold on. Let me. I have like so many screens. Yeah, it's like a ninja star.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the same one that I have.
Or something.
So maybe you can help me with this.
Okay. So.
We don't have to do it now. Let's do it another time.
No, I was just saying comments.
Yes. Oh, thanks.
Blitz Mechanica said yes to something. He never mixes the right amount of resin. Kajan says he has a bunch of references, pictures of terror birds and raptors, and he has one of the wedge shapers, and it's really small.
Oh yeah, I've got small.
Kanika wants. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I have small versions of all these sculpting tools, and I don't know if it's just because the Kroot's big, but I've been using the big ones more lately, and they're making me happy.
I really like the little ones, but like the round tool, I almost always use the big one.
Yeah.
But for other stuff, I use the little ones because they're awesome. But they're different. They're different firmness. Back to it. Blitz Mechanica want if you use kids' toy animals for parts, you could use outstretched. Oh, he's talking to Kaja. They're having a conversation.
Nice.
Kajan sculpted a Kroot rifle today.
What? Sculpted a Kroot rifle?
They have on the front of the rifle. When he was done, he baked it, got it out, and the leather stitching was on the wrong side of the rifle. He says that the community tab can do polls. He doesn't have Instagram. He doesn't like his email address. And then again, he mostly only likes chatting on here. So
I'll do it on here. Well, there you go. Well, the thing is, like, this is where everyone comes for the stream. So I definitely, like, today I didn't even bother posting about the stream on Instagram and Twitter, partially because, like, this week's been really kind of rough at work. And I was just like, whatever. And there's times when I'm like, no one's going to show up for the stream anyway. So I'm really glad when you guys all show up. So I didn't bother posting on Instagram or Twitter, but I definitely made sure to post here because I know that people actually like comment and like on it here. So I appreciate that. I'm kind of like off hobby Twitter right now. I feel like when I go on hobby Twitter, it's just like angry fights. And like when I try and post miniatures, like no one likes them. Like people like them,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. And I feel like every second post I see on hobby Twitter right now is someone being like, "Oh yeah, blah 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 blah, show me your hobby. Blah 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 blah, show me your hobby." Like, "Oh, I've had a okay, well I get this, but like some people are like, I had a rough day at work, like help me out, show me your hobby." Like I get that. But some people are just like, "Oh, it's a day that ends in Y, show me your hobby." And it just seems like a really lazy, I don't know. Maybe that's how you're supposed to interact on hobby Twitter, but I'm not feeling it.
I don't know. Twitter's kind of like a toxic social media.
Yeah.
But I mean, so is like Facebook.
Oh god, I don't go on Facebook. I don't touch it.
I do because of like some painting groups, but then like get really mad a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't even bother. Like if you're like someone's like, "Oh yeah, join this Facebook group." I'm like, "Not going to do it. I'm sorry." Like it's a hobby thing, but I won't go on Facebook. But Twitter, yeah, I don't know. Just it's different. Like I really like hobby Instagram cuz well, I'm visual and Instagram's like put up or shut up. Like you got to post a picture.
Yeah.
But like on Twitter there's so much talk about hobby and like not as many like pictures of models. And I feel like I'm not following the like really awesome converter sculptor people on Instagram. I got some. I mean, on Twitter, I got some, but like, what's his name? Who was here? Manzac Miniatures. Like he does really good stuff on Twitter. But so much of the stuff I see on Twitter is like stock painting. Like, look,
Yeah.
I got this model. I assembled it mostly out of the box, and I just painted it. And then like they featured on like that Warhammer TV thing. I don't know. I'm being a curmudgeon about hobby Twitter. I should stop.
Every once in a while, I do like to make stuff out of the box. Like I
Yeah,
try to
like
do like at least one model from a box
I get it. And
every
like
time I get a box.
there are models that are like really good, and I get that. Like I'm building my first Carnifex out of box because that is a really great model, even though I really like converting it. And like a lot of the Necron stuff that came in the Indominus box, like it's pretty good straight up. Like I want to do some head swaps, and I don't really like the blades on them. But other than that, like I could build it out of box. But yeah, like it. I don't know. I like converting stuff. Like this is really cool.
Yeah.
These are cool components. Let's
I've been
see
having
what
like
else
a
we
lot of
can do.
fun with it. So
Good.
um, Kajan is sculpting his Kroot model from scratch. Basically, the only thing he has is a Kroot skull, which is awesome because it's from the skull box. Those are actually some pretty great underused bits.
Yeah.
Good, cool idea. Sculpting your Kroot from scratch using them just a skull man. Because like really like the hardest part is just the quills. Like I don't even know how to make quills. Like
Well, I would just make them out of
that's
plasticard.
awesome.
Like
Make
couldn't
what?
plasticard, like plastic sheet styrene stuff. Couldn't you do that?
Okay. Yeah, like it's hard just getting like the right thinness.
Right. Kajan, I really like.
I did it with Yeah. Talk to Kajan.
I was gonna say that I really admire that you're sculpting your Kroot from scratch. Like honestly, I know I'm sculpting this guy from scratch, but I feel like it's too much work to just sculpt a Kroot from scratch because you have like a Kroot kit and there's like Kroot in there. So when you take that extra effort, I'm like, I kind of don't understand it. I'm like, oh man, that's so much work. So I really admire that.
It's pretty cool, Kajan.
What were you saying, Jacob?
I don't remember. It's fine.
Something about Kroot skulls? You were waxing lyrical about them?
Yeah, those skulls are pretty cool. um, I bought like a bunch for like $10. Because I bought them from like eBay. I just bought like a bunch for I spent like $20 or something. I got like 50 Kroot skulls.
Oh wow, because people probably don't want them.
Because I figured I'd run out of. I figured I'd run out of. I'd run out of heads, but then I was gonna use like bloodletters too. Because I'm eventually gonna like sculpt like helmets. Whatever I get to doing my actual army, I'm gonna sculpt helmets onto a bunch of Kroot skulls. That way, because I figured that'd be like easiest way to like do the spikes. Because I want to have like space helmets.
Yeah.
Blitz Mechanica is talking about Ironbeak's Knight, and Kajan says it would. Oh, his shipment's delayed, so that's why he's doing it.
Oh right, he was gonna order Kroot to like work on Kroot for Krootoberfest, and it didn't materialize.
Yeah, everyone's having like issues with that.
We made him too popular. Can't get him now.
Yeah, because who was it? Nurgle Snurgle, who
is that lady gamer that people were obsessed with getting to do Kroot?
Because like well, we need diversity, but also like her models are pretty good. Like I really like her paint jobs. I followed her because after that crew guy posted her a bunch. I really like the way she did her Nurgles.
Cool.
But she was like, "Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna get these," even though I ordered them. So I was like, check out this guy named Felix. So she ordered like a bunch from him, and she was gonna do. I'm excited for this. She's gonna take his really like tiny little Narlocks, and
Oh
she's gonna
yeah.
make them into like Nurglings riding Narlock, like little Narlocks. So
Oh,
they're
that's
gonna be like
cute.
Narlock riders, but they're tiny.
That's a really good idea.
I'm excited. Like that sounds awesome.
Awesome. I'm trying to do
I'm
some
also
like.
hoping
Sorry, I was gonna say I'm trying to do some ridging in his chest, but I don't know if it's really working for me. Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like you can see like the definition. It's just hard to show on camera, right?
Yeah,
It's
because the color.
shiny.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's kind of.
Kajan just looked up Ironbeak's Knight. He really likes it.
Yeah, Ironbeak's nuts, man. That's a reason to be on Instagram right there.
Those are big kits. He makes big kits.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that like Nurgle Snurgle gets into Kroot, and then she gets her boyfriend into Kroot, so that we can have Nurgle Kroot and Corn Kroot.
Her boyfriend does
like,
corn?
That's what I'm excited for. Yeah, her boyfriend does corn.
I'm glad that her boyfriend does corn and not Slaanesh. Is it still the case that like Nurgle and Slaanesh are not friends? Wasn't that like the fluff back in the day?
And like Tzeentch and Corn hate each other.
Right.
Right. Something like that.
So Tzeentch and Corn hate each other. Nurgle and Slaanesh hate each other. And then Slaanesh and Tzeentch can be friends, and Slaanesh and Tzeentch. Oh god, I can't keep track.
Yeah, Slaanesh and Tzeentch, and then Nurgle and Corn, but they all still kind of hate each other, just like a little bit less.
Yeah.
Something like that.
My formative experience with Chaos is that when we were kids, my buddy played Chaos Space Marine, so he taught me all this stuff.
Like, yeah. If it's still the same since you were a kid.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm gonna guess so, because no, we can't have it.
Can't change the lore. Fuck that shit. That guy can go to hell.
Like, okay, I can kind of understand being mad about GW. Like, oh, GW wants to do it. Okay.
Really?
It's stupid. It's stupid that you're mad about that. But I understand if you're upset that that's lore. But someone that's like doing their own stuff, their own models that they paid for, and you're mad because they're making them into a woman or something. That is just the stupidest thing.
That's a bit much. Like that's some.
I don't understand like why you can be so angry about.
It's some peak level fragility. Like it's like even the mere suggestion of it, they can't take it. Like I get your point that if Games Workshop's like, hey, here's a female Space Marine kit, and then they went and lost their shit. But we're not even there. Like we're just like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if there's female Space Marines? And they are so dead set against it, and it's such a challenge to their fragile reality that they're like, no, I gotta shout these down. Like, can't even have the suggestion of it. You guys are so stupid. Let me tell you how stupid you are for not understanding the lore.
Like, it's just asinine.
Yeah.
I've been very careful not to swear on this stream, and I think I've done a good job.
Sorry, I probably shouldn't be swearing on the stream, but whatever.
No, I just swear like every other word, so I'm like, I've been really careful.
Well, thank you for being careful. I appreciate that. I should be more careful.
Corn hates Slaanesh now too, and Tzeentch and Nurgle don't like each other.
Oh, really?
According to Kajan. What about he needs a bandsaw. Wait, I missed some. So, Blitz Mechanica has one of Narlock's, Felix's Narlock's heads, but really big. He's going to do a post on Monday, but he needs a bandsaw. And Kajan says female Space Marines were in the first edition of Warhammer. So he's right. That makes it lore. That makes it canon lore.
Oh, did you miss that part where he said he did the standard? So when you're dealing with these people, these like, oh wait, Kajan doesn't know about this crazy argument. So just a sec. I'll be right back.
I did see part of that, but I didn't realize that there were female Space Marines in first edition.
So the situation is that like when you're dealing with these like chumpy dudes who like are really afraid of female Space Marines and don't want it to like impede on their fragile reality, they have like a certain array of arguments they'll use against you to try and like shout you down and like prove that female Space Marines are never a thing and they will never ever be a thing. And so you can kind of create like a bingo card for this. Um, like I haven't developed a name for it, but it could be like the female Space Marine hater bingo card. And what you do is you just like when you're having a conversation with one of these people or when they're trying to shut you down, you just keep track on your bingo card. And one of the main squares on the bingo card is the stipulation that something about Rogue Trader was written by a different company, not Games Workshop. So like
What?
the lore that was in Rogue Trader is not actually Games Workshop lore. It's not canon lore. So this chumpy dude who was like posting on the female Space Marines video that, or not, sorry, it's not a female Space Marines video. The video that I did with Norn Queen and High Fleet Horror and Lady Doth Paints about female hobbyists, and there was just happened to be a Space Marine on the cover, but these dudes are so fragile they can't even have that, a female Space Marine on the like art for this episode. He was commenting that like someone said something, oh god, I think it was Hand Grenade. I don't know if Hand Grenade's in the chat, but Hand Grenade posted a really good post about how like irreverent and crazy stuff was, and like there was like Obi-Wan Kenobi Space Marine back in the day, when they were doing
like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Like everything was like a satirical reference.
Exactly, and the defense that Chumpy McChump came up with was, oh well, Rogue Trader isn't actually Warhammer. That was written by another company, and it's not really canon. It's like, okay, so first of all, you're defending like fictional stories that are the loose basis for this world, fictional stories that change all the time. Games Workshop switches them up, and then you're deciding which fictional stories you choose to accept and other fictional stories you don't. Because the reality is that in Rogue Trader there was a female Space Marine chapter. I can't remember what they were called. Maybe they were called the Angels of Absolution or whatever. Maybe that's where the project got its name. Cool. But you can look them up. If you like look up female Space Marines, they probably come up on Google now because there's been so much conversation about this. But recently, I don't know, when Warhammer for Everyone came out, there was a lot of people getting angry about this. I don't know, because people were like, yeah, let's have female Space Marines while we're at it. And everyone's like, no, not female Space Marines, never. But something happened on Warhammer Twitter over the weekend, and this kind of blew up again, but I don't even know what it was. So I don't know. Anyway, that's like your crash course in chumpy dudes don't like female Space Marines. And me, I don't care. Like, let's get some female Space Marines. I'm all about it. Yeah. Let's explore that too, because humans have females, and I don't care about your weird witchy magic that makes you Space Marines. And the other thing on the chumpy dude attacks female Space Marines bingo card is the stipulation that females' genes are not as strong as males' genes, and that only men could like handle the fictional Space Marine voodoo magic that the Emperor used.
What got me is the guy said that women are a different species.
That
and I was
is
like,
messed.
What do you mean?
That is messed.
What do you mean they're different species?
That is messed. So there's that, and then there's God, what was the other thing? And the stupid thing about that is that they've done research, and women's genes, I think, are something about women is more resistant to radiation. Like their genes are more resistant to radiation than men are, which makes them stronger.
Not men. Women make better astronauts.
Yeah. That I think that's part of it.
It's full on proven.
Oh my God, did you see that crazy thing that NASA put out where they like said that they wanted to make an all-female mission to Mars because they didn't want the astronauts having sex? Cool. No. Apparently, I don't know if this was like fake, but when I saw it, the tagline was that they considered an all-female mission to Mars because they didn't want the astronauts to be tempted to have sex with each other. And it was so good because it was so many like lesbian Twitter users posting this thing and being like, should we tell them? I really want to tell them, but I don't know if we should tell them.
Maybe they were like, if they said they were afraid of like people getting pregnant, I could understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get pregnant.
There's like whole books now about how bad it might be if an astronaut's pregnant.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Birth in Space, 0G.
Yep. Because it can mess up like their bone structure and stuff.
Yeah.
Kajan says, "Ooh, good idea, Kajan. The lore does not bear out female Space Marines, only established Primarchs, but there are 2 missing Primarchs, and nothing says one of them can't be a woman.
Exactly, I agree.
Blitz needs a bandsaw to cut up his limb and Russ. Kajan, Blitz, Gabriel Bergevin Estebal says that Laura can change. Not like that would be new. Hello,
Oh,
Gabriel.
Gabriel, welcome, man. We got someone new.
Kajan agrees that those are really strange arguments, and it makes sense. Yeah, he says that like it makes sense if it's because the Primarch Sheen Seed is male, so they can only do it because of that. But a female body is more stress resistant, and they would take this transformation better.
Yeah, another thing that
Primarch. What?
Another thing that I read about all this is that in some ways like females are more genetically resistant to certain kinds of diseases because you know how men have like an X chromosome and a Y chromosome? Well, women have two Y chromosomes. So they have like or sorry, they have two X, thank you. They have two X chromosomes. So they have like a genetic backup for something like if we have something that is a disease that is based on an X chromosome, like we're fucked because we've only got the one X chromosome, so it's definitely going to be expressed. But for a woman, she's got an X chromosome, two X chromosomes, so she can have one that's like defective or infected or whatever, and then one that's not, and be okay. So that's genetic proof that women are more resilient than men. So let's bring on the female space marines, bros. The other thing on the
guard, please.
Yeah, the other thing on the chump.
I've been rating like alternative ranges because just like GW just like they put out a bunch of human, but outside of like Necromunda, like they're all not good.
Yeah.
They're all like just space marines.
Yep.
Or like sisters.
Yeah.
There's actually like an alternative range called like the Daughters of the Burning Rose that came out right before Sisters did, and there's like they're not like mono builds, so they're like you buy a torso, you buy two arms, you buy a leg and a head.
Oh wow!
You just do that.
Yeah.
So you can build them like however you want them to be, instead of being like, okay, you can do this one pose.
Nice.
So that's fun.
That's you said sisters. That's another thing that the chumpy dudes will use as their defense. They'll be like, "Oh, well, they're sisters of battle. Like that's female. You should just use them." But that is called tokenism, and that's also called segregation. It's like, yeah, you can have females, but only in this one army that's all females. Like, okay, sure, but that's not really how the human race works. Like, we're not all segregated and shit. Anyway, I think these are stupid arguments, and I think that there's no reason to not have female spacemen.
They're all pretty stupid arguments. But on the topic of like just models, I could go for some more like ecclesiarchy models.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be cool.
Like those weird like priest dudes they had before.
Yep. That'd be awesome. Because like we're getting like so much Mechanicus stuff. Like I like seeing the other aspects of the Imperium.
Yeah.
Like, when they do humans, I like it when they don't do Space Marines, but they do like the other crazy stuff that's
going on. That stuff's really interesting.
Interesting.
Like all the AdMech stuff is so interesting. And different and funky. But I guess the opportunity to do the ecclesiarchy was the sisters, and that didn't happen, so I don't know if we're getting it.
I mean, there's a little bit. There's like I don't want to buy like sisters models just to get like reliquary type bits, like because they have like those really cool like rosaries and like little shrines and stuff. That's awesome, but I don't want to buy the kit just to get those because I feel like that's a lot of money just for like a couple things.
Yeah.
I mean, like if they have like even just if they had like guns too, I'd probably spend for it. But they're just like stock bolters.
Yeah.
So it's not like super interesting.
True.
Kajan's main issue with female Space Marines is that he feels like it would cheapen the Serratas, but the Serratas because he thinks the Serratas are way more badass than Space Marines, so he just wants them to get like more love.
I don't know. Okay, sure. They got a lot of love though. Like we can have both.
Yeah, they did get a lot of love.
You can have badass like Adeptus Sororitas and female Space Marines. I don't know why they need to be exclusive. Like I don't know that making a female Space Marine makes a sister battle less hardcore. It's not like you can only have women in one place. That's my thing. Let's have women everywhere.
On that point though, I feel like knowing GW, they'd be like, okay, your you're an awesome Sisters of Battle, so now you're crossing the Rubicon Sisteris or something.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, you're so right. They'll just turn sisters into female Space Marines. That would not be good.
Yep.
I'm not down.
Yeah, that would suck.
That sucks.
Because they're like, because for copyright reasons. So for copyright reasons, Sisters of Battles make sense. Like they have the full copyright to that, unlike the term Space Marine. So they're not like worried about that.
Well, they don't have what? They don't have full copyright on Space Marines. That's why they did Primaris.
They don't have full. That's why they introduced Primaris, and they're getting rid of regular Space Marines.
Yeah.
But with Sisters of Battle, they have that whole thing, so they don't really need to do that. Where they're like, oh, they're gonna cross the Rubicon Primaris and be like Space Marine sisters or something. They won't have to do that because it's not for copyright purposes.
Oh, gotcha.
They're just going through like hoops with the IP right now.
Yeah, I didn't really realize how big a thing that is. And like the predictions that the reasons they're updating certain models is that the IP is running out or something.
Yep. Gabriel says that the degree of science involved would not preclude transposing genes from any Primarch into female bodies.
Thanks, Gabriel.
Which makes sense.
Especially because it's all made up science.
Blitz is right. We do need female Tau too. But the thing with female Tau is like Reddit people are really horrible.
What?
Female Tau.
What?
Like, have you not seen the female Tau stuff?
No.
Like all the Rule 34 Tau stuff.
What is Rule 34? Is that the porn thing?
Yes.
Why Tau porn?
Dude, people are obsessed with like Lady Tau.
Why?
When it comes to like that.
Guys, we got the internet. You can like Google anything you want. Why does it need to be blue-skinned fantasy people?
Well, I mean, it's the same as like Avatar. You know what? I feel like Smurfette really did a number on a whole generation.
Oh God, it's horrible. Oh no. Oh no. Poor Smurfette.
What if people are into furries now just because of Lola Bunny?
Who's Lola Bunny?
I think those are around. So Space Jam, she was the female Bugs Bunny. She was Bugs Bunny's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I never watched Space Jam. Damn. Missed out.
What the heck, man?
Sorry, buddy.
Just like I don't know.
Wait, is there a guy in Space Jam called Henry Manticore? Like one of the Monstars?
Maybe one of the Monstars, but I don't remember.
Because my buddy showed his kid Space Jam, and then like I went over to hang out with them after, and they started calling me Henry Manticore, and now like that's my name. Like they're like awesome. Our Uncle Henry Manticore, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm this guy now.
That's pretty funny.
That's my only interaction with Space Jam. Sorry, man. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I mean, it's not like a great movie, but you should watch it once.
Yeah, I know. Like, same reason I love The Labyrinth. It's not a great movie, but
like, yeah, literally just like put it on while you're doing a hobby day or something, and like watch it in passing. It's not like you have to pay attention.
Sounds good.
It's got a lot going on. Like while you're painting. Comments. Kajan doesn't. Oh wait, yeah. Kajan doesn't care about Space Smurfs, but he loves Serratas, and he's read like every novel GW's released.
Yeah.
Kajan says to Gabriel, "We're talking about future tech, and there's no reason they couldn't do anything." Blitz Mechanica says, "Couldn't you just paint Serratas models like Ultramarines or any other chapter?" Which is true, but horrifying. But they're talking about scale. Conversions, alternative Tau models that are Rule 34.
Oh God, we don't need any of that.
We're all agreeing on female guardsmen.
They already did female guardsmen, eh? They snuck them into Blackstone.
There's like one, right? That's not enough. I want like a whole
It's
box.
not. No, it's not. But like, I take that as hope that there are female guardsmen, and those are just like the sculpts that they're going to use for real guardsmen, but they just like premiered them in Blackstone, covered in a bunch of chaos shit. Because like, if they did it for Blackstone, like, why can't they do it for 40K?
Did you see that somebody did a Kroot using like the Chaos Guardsman torso, and it looked really cool.
No.
Really well.
No, who was that? I want to see this.
I don't know. It was
It wasn't in the crew chat, was it? It was in.
no, it's just somebody random on Instagram. I
Did
think I have it.
Ironbeak post it? I feel like anytime someone does something cool with Kroot on Instagram, Ironbeak posts it.
No, but I was talking to the guy.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Maybe I did see this. I don't remember it. Oh, wait, no.
BI_LA_KAIFA. So like B look Kaifa.
Can you send it to me on Instagram?
Yep, I sure can.
No, Blitz Mechanica. We can't buy Blackstone models without buying the big box yet. I don't think.
Right, I'm ready for that.
You can
Like, I
buy.
want a couple of those models, but not like the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I'm trying to decide whether I buy the whole thing because some people say it's fun. I've never actually played it, and I'm hoping to find like a fun game to play with my wife. So we might try like
how to do D&D.
Space Hulk.
You know, I bought a bunch of PDFs for Starfinder if you just want those for free.
Starfinder, what's that?
So it's kind of like D&D, but it's an alternative company, and it's like fantasy sci-fi.
Cool.
You can just like make up some models, or you could do Frostgrave. Frostgrave
Yeah.
aren't very complicated.
So we did a little bit of Frostgrave with Hydra in France when we were there. So we could do that, but I've someone reached out to me from what is it? So there's the like sci-fi Frostgrave that's coming, Stargrave. It's coming in April. Yeah, I'm excited for that. But then someone else did. Was it Breach? Star Breach? Breach? Something Breach Space? Shit, I should know this.
Into the Breach.
No, it's not Into the Breach. That's that really cool Switch game. Hold on. I'm going to look this up because someone contacted me from their marketing team and they're like, hey, I saw you commented on this once. Do you want a copy? I'm like, okay, I hope you're real. Sure. Sounds good. Where the heck is he? We talked about it on some stream somewhere or something, I think. God, where is it? This is not good video. Nope. Is it in this side? What the heck is it called? It's like Star something. Oh, did I imagine this? Did this not happen? So yeah, it's something. It's like Frostgrave, where you can use like the models you have, and you can play like a sci-fi game, and it has like I think simpler rules, and you can I think buy the PDF online, and then you can also buy like a soft cover version of it. So oh, there we go. It's called. Oh god, where is it? Slow Death Games is the name of the company. Star Breach. I got it. Star Breach. It's called Star Breach.
Cool.
Yeah. So apparently they're gonna send me a copy of it so I can check it out. That'll be fun.
That does sound fun. Kajon says that with how awesome that female characters are in Black Library stuff, like Gaunt's Ghosts, that he's surprised there's not more models. They're talking about like how many models there are and like what they are. The exclusive model from the Katachan one that we all missed by accident because I really wanted that one foot. That robot leg was awesome. I really wanted that model.
Oh, I got a couple of those.
Cool. That lady Katachan?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I'll get this because like I saw the cool limited edition Sisters of Battle. Like, I don't want to collect Sisters of Battle, but I like the models. And they had those two limited edition ones, and I didn't buy either of them because like I looked at them like, oh god, they're like $50 Canadian. I'm like, that's too much. But when the Katachan one came up, I'm like, she's cool. I like her robo leg. I like that it's a lady, and I like that it has a Lictor on the base, or maybe a Katachan Devil. I don't know. So I was like, okay, I'll just spring for this. So I grabbed a couple of them. I was feeling flush.
That was like the first Katachan model that I thought looked cool.
Exactly. Oh, what about the dude? What about the Colonel guy from Predator?
Yeah, so that guy, the one that looked like Sergeant Johnson, he was actually cool too. But other than that, Sergeant Johnson's from Halo. Like,
oh shit, never mind.
I guess it was originally based on the guy from Predator, but
okay.
Like I know Halo more than I do Predator. Like I mean, Predator's great. I've seen them all, but like that, like Halo was like my childhood. So.
Yeah, you're so young.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm old. All right, so I think that I'm gonna call this because it's 10 here.
Oh, yeah, it's like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10 here. This is my pumpkin time, but I think this is pretty good. So I've been working on this for 3 weeks now, and look, I finished his caterpillar torso. Yay! And
Looks pretty good.
I've got the beginnings of a spear. Now I need to get my shit together and finish the rest of this guy.
Koska's gonna be happy.
Oh, Koska. I was going to tell you something about Koska. God, what was it? You're talking about... Oh, we were talking about painting the car. What else were we talking about? God, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, he's going to be happy with the caterpillar torso. But Jacob, thanks for joining me, man.
No problem.
I really appreciate it. What?
Unfortunately, probably after today, my schedule's changing, so I'm gonna be like late to all the streams.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Is
well,
it?
I don't know. They were supposed to change it. That was why I got mad, because like they just decided that my schedule was like 30 minutes different, which I hate.
Yeah.
Like I can do 15 minutes, but like by the time now I get home, it's gonna be like dark.
Do you want to talk about what you do, or I don't know if you talk about what you do.
I work at Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
Like I used to work at Caterpillar, which is a tractor company.
Oh yeah, I know them.
Building engines.
Oh wow.
That sucked.
Oh damn.
That's a really bad company. That's a terrible company to work for. Like everybody like hates on Amazon, but at least like the facility that I'm at, my experience isn't indicative of all experiences with that company.
Yeah.
But my experience so far has been pretty okay.
Oh good. I'm glad that. But Caterpillar not so good.
Yep, horrible company.
Jesus.
I would not tell my worst some of my worst enemies do work there. At least they did, but that's a terrible company.
You wouldn't wish it on even them?
Maybe like one person, but most of them no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right.
Your family, your friends, don't. I mean, unless you're an engineer. If you're an engineer, it's a great company to work for. If you like work in the office.
Yeah, awesome. But if you have to do anything else.
Laborer,
yeah. So is it easier on Wednesday or Thursday for you?
No, it's the same.
I'm still like vacillating between.
I mean, just do whatever, man. Like my weekends are weird. Like I'm off like Sunday through Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, just like whenever. It doesn't matter.
Okay. No, just because we were talking about like which day to do it on, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll try Thursday. But I feel like it's not as jumping tonight, maybe because everyone's watching the debate. Shoot me.
Yeah, it might just be the debate.
But
you also didn't post it on Instagram.
I didn't. You're right. Maybe that actually matters. People don't really interact with it that I see, so I'm like, people don't care. I'm not going to post this, so maybe I should be posting. But I was looking at like Wednesday. I was worried about Vince's stream, but I watched Vince's stream, and like I don't know, for someone who talks a lot about painting, his stream is just like, let's talk about rules in Warhammer Fantasy. Wait, no, Age of Sigmar, and I'm like, this is really boring. Like this
painting on stream is kind of difficult.
I know, and like, but the thing is, like, I love Vince's videos for painting. So when I was like, oh, Vince does a stream on Wednesdays, maybe I shouldn't do my stream on Wednesdays if people want to watch Vince's stream. But honestly, like, I watched it, I'm like, I don't really find this interesting. So maybe I'll just keep streaming on Wednesdays if people want to like do actual hobby stuff and talk shit. And then if they want to watch people talk about like rules and armies and stuff, they can watch Vince's stream. And I don't know. It's basically not an issue for me anymore. At first I was like, oh, maybe this should be an issue. And I'm like, I don't think this is an issue. So maybe I'll just keep Wednesdays.
Just do what you feel, bro.
All right. That's what we'll do. Does anyone in the chat have a strong feeling? I know we do this every week. Hey, should we change it to a different day? If anyone's still around and they have a strong feeling.
Kajan was off on his days, so he was really depressed Tuesday. But
what? He thought Tuesday.
He thought Tuesday was Wednesday.
Oh.
So he was like excited all day Tuesday, and then realized it was Wednesday.
Okay, what I also need to figure out, I don't know if you can help me with this, Jacob, is how to fucking schedule this thing in YouTube so that no one wonders if it's happening. Because like I think that I scheduled it before, but that was when I was doing it on my phone. And I don't know if I can like schedule it and then like show up with OBS and be like, hey, but I don't know.
You should be able to. But I don't really like stream. But also after this, we got to go over how to use OBS real quick.
Okay. With Teeth, I'm glad to see you here, and thanks for commenting on the bullshit posts or bullshit comments that have come through about like Lady Marines and inclusion and all that stuff. I really appreciate you commenting on that, and good to see you. But yeah, end of the stream, but you can watch the recording of it. But next week we'll do Wednesday, I think. I don't think I have anything next Wednesday. So we'll do Wednesday, 8 p.m. Standard Time, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, our standard bat time. And yeah, like Jake, I'll be happy for you to join whenever you can join. I know your schedule's not ideal, but yeah. Maybe I should get like a different person to like guest on each stream. Kajan, you want to guest next week? Are you gonna be talking to your wife? Are you gonna be available? You want to do the guest spot? Let me know.
That'd be dope, Kajan.
Yeah, Kajan, you can message me on Twitter or something if you're available and into it. This is kind of fun. I don't know. I like being able to talk to you guys and like hear what you're up to and stuff like that.
I know that's why. Who was it? Gorka Morka was saying that's why a Discord would be cool, but I feel like it's cool, but not like 100% necessary.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more we should like set up this Discord thing. I just want to make it clear that I can't be there all the time.
Yeah, like I mean, the whole thing with the Discord, like so, I actually, because we talk about Patreons a lot on here.
Yep. Do we now? I love that that's like a thing we talk about now. We talk about Patreons a lot on the stream, you know?
So, a lot of the times with Patreons, like the hobbyists that like do one, it's not, like especially like the content creators, because content creating is really hard. It's like definitely not for everyone. But like the really like long-running content creators who like try to do their best to every week make it like a high-quality video, which is like doing a full-time job basically.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, like they'll have Patreons and they'll be like, okay, this to your Facebook group, this to your Discord, but really you're not paying for that. It's just that they wanted to throw that in because they felt bad about just getting money to like help them like do the videos because it costs a lot. Some of them cost a lot of money. Some of them it's like their full-time job now because of COVID, etc.
Yeah.
So it just helps them.
I was gonna say the only way I'd ever create a Patreon is if I lost my job and had to try to make some money off this.
But you're also not like a full-time content creator. You like do this for fun.
True. That is true.
The politics stuff was like for maybe like 5 minutes.
Oh, someone commenting on the politics?
No, he was at like the Kajan's running through what the video's about.
Oh, okay, yeah, we talked about politics for 5 minutes. It wasn't that long. And like really,
it's more like how politics works in America, like their party system.
Yes. And maybe some commentaries about how the presidential debate makes us sad.
Yeah.
And how amazing AOC is. Because we're all filthy, dirty communists. Hey man, I live in Canada. Welcome to Commitopia. Yeah. I can just break my leg right now, roll down the street, everything will be fine. So look at this. I got this nice tool rack, and look at all these tools that I wound up with not in my rack at the end. But it works pretty well. Sorry, what were you going to say, Jacob?
So for my health insurance, we've done our whole deductible, right? Because our deductible's high because we're in America. It was like $4,000 or something. We paid that all off because we've had a lot of health issues. I took my sister to the doctor 2 days ago because she hurt her foot.
Yeah.
And they said we hadn't met our deductible and charged me like $300.
What
even
the
though
hell?
I paid the deductible.
So
because it's America.
So the I don't understand how this works. So there's like a deductible of like a couple $1,000, and you have to pay for like it up to the deductible, and then after that it's free.
So then you have just your copay, because you have copay.
What is
and the
copay?
So you pay a little bit to match the insurance.
Oh my fucking god.
Depending on what it is, say like you're going to like a regular doctor visit, after your insurance is paid. It could that you might not have to pay anything depending on the visit, but sometimes up to like $50 if your copay is made, unless you're having like something crazy going on. If you need like X-rays, a lot of times you only have to pay like $50 if you've met your deductible.
Yeah.
But if you need like a full-on surgery, you're probably gonna have to like put some money in on top of insurance because your insurance is only gonna cover so much.
Yeah, like I talked to a buddy of mine who, well, not a buddy of mine, someone who I met through like the Inner Circle competition. And he said that like he has really, really good health insurance. It's super amazing. And he had to have something done on his kidneys or his liver. And he had to pay $8,000 out of pocket. I don't know where I would get $8,000 if I had to get surgery. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Like, I hope you guys get paid a lot down there, because, like, shit, that's horrible.
Are you kidding? You probably get paid so much better than us.
Oh, God.
I don't even want to go over. I don't know what you make. We're not going to have that conversation, but American wages aren't very good. They don't match living wages.
So what is the, like, I don't get the deal. Like, I don't get how...
Everyone just kind of... If you're working class, you just try to do your best.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a lot of, like, drug problems and stuff.
Of course. Like, I would understand that. If I was living in that, I might turn to drugs. Because, like, shit. I don't know. It's just...
A lot of times, because the education system's not bad, you think that's what you're supposed to do because everyone else is doing it.
I just want to let you know that if any American politician tells you that Canada is broken and that you have to wait like 3 years to get essential surgery, they're fucking lying to you. That is not the case up here. That is not how it works. We literally roll up to the hospital. We might wait a couple hours in emergency because it's busy, and then we get seen, and then we get taken care of. Yeah. And we just give them a card. We give them this card, and they like, okay. And like, I can't understand it. And I just think about how like America's all about freedom and like democracy and all this crap. And I just feel like the medical system is oppressive. Like it's people choosing to be oppressed. All right. So maybe more than 5 minutes about politics.
Yeah. Well, this just made it a lot longer. But...
My fault.
But I feel like American healthcare should be something that no one agrees with right now. So.
Oh,
but
God.
there are people. They're like, yes, take advantage of me. That's the American way.
No, I think it's more people who are like, hey, I got lots of money to pay for this. We should all pay our own way. It's like, yeah, that's great. What about the people who don't have lots of money?
There really is like poor people that are like, well, that's the American way. We're all supposed to be horrible.
Oh, no. I'm
We're
sorry.
supposed to take advantage of us. That's how business works.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
I see a lot of that.
That is trash. Oh, you mean at work? Like people you work with, or
just in general?
Just people.
Family, friends.
Oh, God.
Well, maybe not friends, but
acquaintances, associates.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the stream, folks. I think I'm gonna call that. Oh God, it's 10:15 now. Wait, there was something that like. What did Kajin say? We didn't mention the... we didn't mention the project. We don't talk about Kajin. We don't talk about that project. Commodity. Anyway, it's a co-op instead of a corp that takes a cut. What is all this? Dude, you've fallen behind on the comments. Oh no, this is the land of maple washing. What? What is maple washing? Is that me? I more know politics in my hobby sphere. I get too much of it. Oh God. Kajan.
I didn't read the comments because it was mostly just people talking to each other.
Oh, okay. So it's not us.
Yeah.
I'm from Turtle Island. Oh! Turtle Island. Yeah, I'm from Turtle Island too with Teeth. We know this, right? Oh God, Alberta. Oh fuck, Alberta. You guys fucked up this week with Teeth. I'm sorry, buddy. So Alberta is like the Texas of Canada. It's in like the west, and it's like between. Have you heard of British Columbia, like Vancouver?
Yes.
So Vancouver is like the California / it's half California and it's half like Portland / Oregon. And then right beside, there's like a big whack of mountains, and right beside the mountains is Alberta, which is the Texas of Canada. It's landlocked, and they have done so much horrible shit lately. Like they're doing healthcare privatization. They're the only province that's doing it. And they also passed this thing where like Canada has been trying really hard to come to terms with like the abuse that Indigenous people suffered at the hands of the Canadian government, primarily through something called residential schools, where they would take Indigenous kids away from their families, shove them in these schools, abuse them, and then they would get out for like 2 months a year, and then they would be shoved back in these schools. And this has caused like generational trauma for years. And this is something that like the government of Canada has been struggling to make sure that everyone learns about and everyone's aware of. Alberta, the Texas of Canada, just decided that they're going to remove references to Indigenous schools or residential schools from their curriculum. They're also going to remove any reference to equity and equality, and they're also going to make kids learn Bible verse as poetry.
That's...
It's fucking terrible.
We're not going to get onto my topics on religion, but it's definitely not right that children in schools, which should be a government institution, especially public schools, are being forced to read Christianity, which might not be in line with their religions or maybe their lack of religion.
Yep.
We're just gonna go with that. I feel like that's very wrong.
I agree. Sorry, now we got a lot more than 5 minutes on politics. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah. So we should call the stream before we get into politics again.
Shut the stream off. Shut the stream off.
Kajan, you let me know if you want to like guest on next stream, or with Teeth, you want to guest on the next stream. You want to play Jacob next time? We can do that. We can set that up because I'm not sure that Jacob's going to be here. Yeah, Kajan, you should do it. I feel like you should be like after Jacob. You're the one who's here the most. Oh, apparently with Teeth has a comment. I'm gonna review that comment and approve it. Oh, NDP. Yeah, that's the National Democratic Party I was talking about earlier. They're the one party that didn't fuck it up in Alberta. Anyway, we're calling the stream. No more politics. Thanks, friends. Oh, there's Brother Pink. Hi, Brother Pink. Bye, Brother Pink. Thanks for showing up.
This is your fault, Brother Pink. I shouldn't have been here. My social agenda.
Brother Pink, if you'd been here, it would have been all hobby all the time. Brother Pink is a no politics in his hobby, and I can't stand that. But he's on that side. I was like, hey, let's have a podcast episode about like hobby stigma and how awkward it is. He's like, goddamn no, I don't want to talk about that. All right, I'm just playing with bits now and talking shit. So thank you, Jacob. I'm glad we got to chat. And I'll hope to see you at some point on the next stream.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully your schedules line up.
Yep.
What were you gonna say?
So they're supposed to like change my schedule, but it still hasn't gone through, so I don't know if I ever will because they keep missing me. But that's fine. They can keep missing me.
Okay, well maybe they keep missing you, and maybe you're good to show up.
Yep.
Well, regardless, we'll figure it out. One day I'm gonna do that stream that I keep talking about doing on the weekend. For all those people in the UK. That's the other thing we talk about on every episode. The project we don't talk about in the stream. We're going to do a weekend stream so all those European people can get in. I know I can't do it this weekend, but maybe next weekend. We'll see.
Poor Europeans.
I will try to figure out how to schedule a stream, and I will... actually, if you see a stream scheduled in the next couple of days, that might be me testing it out. So we'll see if that can get that to work. And then I can schedule a weekend stream so people know about it. With Teeth, I'm sorry you're living a nightmare. All right. Night, everybody. Thanks, friends. Oh, thanks, Steve Watts. He didn't comment till now. He's got an awesome profile pic of one of those Godzilla things. Bye, Kajan. Bye, With Teeth. Blitz Mechanic, I don't know if you're still here. Adam went to watch the debate. See you guys later. Oh, Colin. Hello. Goodbye. Sorry I missed you, buddy. With Teeth, thanks. Boyo, I'm glad you were here briefly. All right. We're going to end this thing. Good night, folks.